side, Murphy shooting, save made, rebound on the view.
See, I told you we'd be back for part 2. It is finally time to fill out the 2026 NCAA Men's Division I Basketball Tournament bracket. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to part 2 of today's festivities. My name is Casey. You are watching the AngryDuck on All Sports Network. I do have plenty of guys down here, plenty of guests. They're ready to give their reactions to the bracket as it gets released. About 3.5 minutes from now, I'm joined by Akbar.
Hello.
And I'm joined by GDR, whose Montana Grizzlies appeared in the tournament last year. Can't say the same for this year's squad as they lost to Idaho in the Big Sky. But he's willing to watch it nonetheless.
We lost to a team that hasn't made it to the tournament since I was a fetus. Not kidding.
Yeah, 1990, Idaho's going to hear their name being called. Hello, Fluffy, how you doing? And, of course, we have Billy from Tennessee, whose volunteers might be getting an at-large bid.
This point is guaranteed. We're going to get knocked out in the first round easily.
And according to Joe Lenardi, even though he might be wrong about this, you're currently listed as a number 16. And you're going against two teams that have been getting quite a lot of attention, Santa Clara and Miami of Ohio. That's who he has projected.
For one of the play-ins.
Yeah.
Last I saw, he has Wisconsin, which is my primary, projected to get a 5 against 12 seed High Point.
High Point.
Interesting matchup there. But then again,
last time I saw he had Akron going up against Kansas. That actually would be a pretty decent matchup. Well, let's go ahead and get to the chat. Hello, Duck, Akbar, Billy, Mr. 21-3. It's time for the selection show. Yes, sir. And Floby, you just let out a beast.
Very angry beast there.
Uh-oh. And bad enough, he's wearing the grid.
Can you get this side to crack, not this one?
Yeah. Oh, Illogical is in here.
As I say, he better be in here.
Now we got a full house. Big Red says his shirt says it all. Kentucky against the world. The guy is ready. He just DM'd me his shirt. He's ready. We're less than a minute away from the selection show. Blazer, welcome in. Welcome, watching and listening from Albany, Georgia. Welcome in, welcome in. Got me some Hunt Bros for today. There you go.
This is Blaze. Blazer.
Hey, Doc, it's time to see where North Dakota State plays in the NCAA tournament, and hopefully it won't be one and done like the football team. Also, my other favorite teams, Gonzaga and UCLA, are also in the tournament. Yeah, we all know the one reason why UCLA is your favorite team.
Yeah, Wichita State got their asses handed to them, so they ain't making it.
BF Bassett, hi there. How you doing? Yep, South Florida. Their first tournament championship since 1990 when they were in the Sun Belt. But this is going to be their first tournament appearance since 2012.
Don't forget about the first-timers, Queen and Cal Baptist University.
Yep, Queens and Cal Baptist will be making their tournament debut this year. Meanwhile, the women, they're going to have one debutant, and that is Charleston. They won the CAA championship earlier today against Hofstra. Valor is in here. Hello, I'm here too. How you doing?
Cal Baptist, I did see the end of I stayed up late, caught the end of Cal Baptist Utah Valley. That Cal Baptist team is a feisty bunch.
Oh, yeah. And after holding their leading scorer to like 4 points, he turned it on. back-to-back-to-back threes to send the Lancers into their first tournament. Meanwhile, it is time
Here we go.
for the brackets.
Here we go.
Here we go, everybody. Quickly, before the selection show
Took long
starts,
enough.
Oscar's best picture predictions. Go.
Don't care about the Oscars.
It's going to
Never
be one
mind.
battle after.
Somebody who is projected to go at third in the best picture standings.
And it's going to be one battle after another.
Yeah,
I'm
for
calling it.
6th and 18th, their road to Indy begins today. For the rest, better luck in the NIT. Enough talk. Let's see the field. I agree.
Navy
And of course,
already in
Coach
the NIT.
Bruce Pearl is joining the crew with
Yeah, I
Adams.
know who he wants.
Yeah, he wants Auburn in, but that's not going to happen. That ain't
Even
gonna happen.
though he
But
coached
here
my
is the
team.
blank. But here is the blank bracket. Here we go. Corporate champions AT&T. Duke is the overall number one. No shocker here.
Yeah, once Duke beat Michigan in the regular season, there was no way Duke was not getting overall number one.
They're representing the East region.
Have they
In
already
the
announced?
East region, and they will be playing their games in Greenville, South Carolina, and they will take on Siena, the
God dang,
Metro
you guys are like a
Atlantic
freaking full
tournament
minute ahead.
tournament champions. By the way,
I'm
it
actually
is the
ahead of Duck.
last. What? You're behind? You're ahead of me? Yeah,
I'm ahead of Duck.
Ohio State is the number 8 seed. We're gonna die.
Please let it be UMBC.
It's not gonna be UMBC.
Oh,
That's
God
not
damn
gonna
it.
happen. TCU. Okay, Ohio State and TCU. It's interesting. TCU out of the Big 12. St. John's is number 5.
Wait. Hold on. Did you say Ohio State versus TCU?
Yep, Ohio State, TCU.
Oh, God, it's the college football playoff semifinal all over again.
Oh, I like
Wait,
this
no,
one.
that was Michigan
Okay.
and TCU. But they will be playing. But St. John's will have to travel cross country to San Diego, and they're facing Northern
I like
Iowa.
this matchup.
Northern
John's.
Iowa.
Yeah.
Yes, Siena
Missouri
is a
Valley
16
champs.
seed. Duke is number 1 overall. Wait, you play Ohio State? Yes, they play Ohio State. But yeah, St. John's having to travel cross country. Number 4, Kansas.
Pretty
They were
interesting
projected to be a
spot
number
there.
5, but no, selection committee has them as a number 4.
I hate this. Why on earth do I
And
have
guess
to come
who?
behind?
It's our first debutant, California Baptist, the last champions out of the WAC. And Thursday games in Buffalo, Louisville, the number 6 seed. In the 11th seed, South Florida. They just wrapped a bow on their American Tournament Championship.
Call it. This might be an upset pick.
Michigan State is the number 3 seed.
And speaking of upsets,
Oh, no.
Speaking of upsets, there you are. There you are, Harvey.
Michigan-
North Dakota State.
so Michigan State, in my book, has been kind of they're good, but they're still a little on the shaky side. That's one to watch for.
Yeah,
You could-
North Dakota State's done
That
for.
is a potential upset bid. Meanwhile, we head down to Philly. UCLA, the number 7 seed.
I'm going to call it. Houston's going to be the 2 seed. They're gonna want them to play Duke again.
And there's UCF, the number 2.
Not number 10.
UCF, number 10, I should say.
Ooh.
Let's see who's the number 2 is.
Number
GDR's
2
correct.
seed here
Let us
is
get it.
it's UConn. Woo!
Didn't they lose?
Duke and UConn
did.
in the same region.
Yeah.
If they had beaten St. John's, I think they would have been a 1 seed, but instead they
They
fall to a
totally would have
second.
been. They totally would have been the number
And
1
who
seed.
do
if
they
had
play?
number 1. Let's see who they play. Ooh, the Furman Paladins.
Ooh, the
An
guys are really
upset
tough.
run in the SoCon tournament, beating the top-seeded East Tennessee State along the way. They broke a 43-year drought 3 years ago, and now the Paladins are back.
So I'm just gonna say right now, three of these matchups at least look really favorable for upsets. I would say St. John's losing in Northern Iowa just because it is really
I
hard
can totally
to trust
see that
the
12-5
Red
upset
Storm.
happening. It
South
just
Florida's
screams.
a tough team. I think they can take down Louisville. And again, Michigan State is
BRB.
either going to be real good or they're getting a 14-3 upset. So I look at those three. Maybe you give honorable mention to Kansas versus Cal Baptist. Again, I think that's a really, really sneaky good Cal Baptist team. But
A quick question for y'all, and this is a little trivia. What year was the year where Michigan State was the number 2 seed and lost to Middle Tennessee State?
That was 2016.
Yeah. We all thought they were going to go to like a Final Four run, and they got upset.
Yeah. I remember having them in the national championship that year going up against Kansas.
Hold on. Harvey, Sweet 16, get fucking real. We are not making it past the 32.
Yeah, I can see them.
Fucking Harvey Magruder head ass.
Against Michigan State.
Fucking Harvey Magruder head ass.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I think they have a good chance against Michigan State, but I think we're going a little farther.
Insert the Lego Batman meme. As
this selection show on the CBS version is brought by Capital One, AT&T, and Coca-Cola.
Hold on a minute. I bet with Harvey that if North Dakota State makes a Sweet 16, I'm donating 50.
Well, I hate to say it, but that does look.
We're gonna hold you to that. We're gonna hold you to it. I'm expecting $50 on Tiltify here shortly. Wait a minute, shortly. The fucking thing hasn't even started yet.
Well, not that shortly.
Meanwhile, in my neck of the woods, they got the Bass Pro Shop Bassmaster Classic.
Oh. Okay, so no play-in matches.
So far.
So far. Again, we have to look at the bubble. The last 4 in, we don't know where the seedings are going to be, but we know they like to pit the 4 lowest ranked tournament champions in this part. NDQ, I never agreed to that in part 1 stream. I told you it would be a bad idea. Don't be stupid. What? It's for charity.
This guy hates charity.
Oh gosh, it was the line. It was for charity reminds me of that one the lie detector test from Mr. Show.
Oh, I got it from Monsters View. It's like, hey, what do you think you're doing? Raising money for charity? Yeah, well, stop it. You want to stop raising money for charity? That's messed up. This guy hates charity.
Have you ever?
I'm still thinking about when the ice bucket challenge was at its peak and freaking Dean Ambrose dumping the ice bucket on Seth Rollins.
Oh my God, I remember that.
Have you ever
for charity throws the bucket into his face?
Have you ever eaten a train piece by piece after you had derailed it with your penis? Yes. Oh, it was for charity.
Hey, yo, what? I'll beat you over the top of the head with this here flashlight because I need to interrogate you as to why you thought this was a good idea.
What was that, Akbar?
That is the exact line from Mr. Show back on HBO with David Cross and Bob Odenkirk. They had Bob Odenkirk to a lie detector, and he was saying he just kept saying some outrageous stuff, and that he got like, where were you previously employed? NASA. What'd you do? Steal a rocket? No, just some pens and some plans.
So that's just
plans?
one tournament.
Space plans.
All right, so one
we are
region
back.
down, 3 to go. And we're back from commercial break.
Capital One
Meantime,
bracket.
please feel free
And
to
the
like,
number
comment,
one seed on the upper right side, we got Billy's large ass forehead.
Here we go. Here we go, guys. Our next region, it is.
God,
Arizona, the number 1 seed. So this is gonna be the West region.
I wonder if
They're heading to San Diego.
I wonder if
second
Houston
overall number 1 seed is Arizona over on this side of the bracket.
I'm wondering if Houston had beat Arizona, do you think they could have sneaked into a
And
1
of course,
seed?
they're going to have their
100%.
viewing party outdoors, celebrating with their
Maybe.
Big 12 tournament title.
Oh gosh, yeah, UMBC is back. They're going to win
And
the
it's
whole tournament.
LIU,
Long
Island. The regular season and tournament winners out of the NEC. So that
College
means
Shark,
the other 2 number 1 seeds, they're going to be playing some first 4 winners. Villanova out of the Big East finished 3rd. They finished 3rd in the Big East. And Utah State, the champions out of the Mountain West. And there they are.
Man, why do I have to be on?
Okay, here's my interest.
And this is what, San Diego?
They're in San Diego.
San Diego. I swear
There it
to God,
is.
if they put us in I swear to God, if they put the Zips in Portland again,
They will.
One of them's in Portland again.
Wisconsin is the number 5 seed.
Yep.
No,
Number
they're
5.
not.
And it's High Point. The back-to-back
That was predicted.
back-to-back regular season and tournament championships in the Big South. High Point made their debut last year, and they are back.
Somewhere in that
Wisconsin,
crowd,
very-
Dan is on there.
Wisconsin, very cardiac team, nearly beat Michigan a second time.
And I will say, you're going to have a very tough task against High Point
Yep.
because I've seen this team perform. Number 4 seed is Arkansas.
Winners of the SEC. They managed to.
Yeah, they just won the SEC tournament earlier today. And
Yep.
there's Hawaii. The Rainbow Warriors, champions out of the Big West. Their first tournament bid since 2016. And they only have to travel to the West Coast in Portland. And this one is also in Portland. And it's BYU.
Oh, God,
Ooh,
we got to deal
wow.
with Norman.
Wow, BYU, 13 seed. That's crazy.
No, number 6.
Now let's see if they're going to have a first 4
Oh,
matchup.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it is Texas and NC State.
Wow.
Texas
Texas managed to still get in, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Texas was
managed to get
technically
in, and
still one
NC
of the...
State was listed as one of the last 4 buys
Boy, Tex
by
ass.
Joe Lenardi.
I would have
So
thought
there's
losing
your
Ole Miss
first
would knock
four
Texas
matchup.
out.
Gonzaga, the champions out of the West Coast Conference.
Well, then again, Texas
Before they
had a
move
better
over to the
record.
Pac-12, I shouldn't even say new and improved Pac-12. And there's Kennesaw State, the champions out of Conference USA. They also made their debut in 2023, and they're back.
Hootie freaking who?
Miami in St. Louis. Miami is heading to St. Louis as the number 7 seed. And Missouri. Ooh. Not even one of the last 4.
Darth Miz.
Missouri is in the number 10 seed.
I feel like Miami, Ohio is about to get cucked sooner rather than later.
I have a
I
bad
think so,
feeling
too.
too.
I got a feeling.
Purdue in at number 2. They just wrapped up their upset win over Michigan in the Big Ten final. There they are.
And they are playing.
And there's your other tournament debutant, Queens. The Royals, winners out of the Atlantic Sun.
Congratulations, Queens. Your award is getting pummeled by Purdue.
We're going to be cut in half by a damn train. Oh,
So
you're
there
the
is-
damn train, CJ.
But there is the matchup. Texas in that region, and NC State. So not really seeing much upsets besides High Point, Wisconsin, but watch out for that Hawaii team.
I'm telling you, I really thought Texas was going to get left out because of that Ole Miss loss.
Now, Texas was actually the last of the last 4 in. And
Well, that means
NC
Oklahoma
State,
didn't get in.
and for Joe Lenardi, but NC State, one of the last 4 buys.
Dang it all, Oklahoma did not make it in.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome.
Well, we don't know if they're not in yet.
We don't know if they're not in.
Look, they were behind Texas. Okay, it's probably.
But
safe
again,
to go.
so the Sweet 16, the Elite Eight, they will be at San Jose.
Oh no!
What?
Highlight that last comment by Thorax.
What?
Look at the smile on Pearl's face.
90,
Bro knows.
He cannot hide it. Auburn is in. No.
If Auburn makes it in, I'm going to freaking throw my hat.
I refuse. Ready for another one and done for my dogs?
It's like
You think
like
Gonzaga gets taken out by Kennesaw State? It might happen.
it's like Kevin Week spoiling.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I think with NIL now, with how the big teams are like getting so top heavy now, I don't think we're gonna be seeing the upsets as much as we used to.
No. Now, I did make that point, and somebody complained to me, like, what? What does NIL have to do with this? I don't know. But we're halfway through. Actually, I shouldn't say we're halfway through. We got
Good, Big Red Fro. Maybe you can start.
down, 34 to go.
Maybe
35 to go, I should say.
highlight Big Red Fro's comment for a second there.
Yep. Speaking
Maybe
of
I can-
OU,
Maybe
Akbar Porter Moser is coming back, and the basketball team is getting an NIL raise. So you probably won't be missing out on too many tournaments for long.
Yeah,
Hey,
maybe-
Jack, I'm gonna forward you a message from Squid Turf server.
Okay.
Look at the score. This is a baseball score.
Holy hell.
Who's
18-17 Akron wins against UMass. This is in baseball.
Dang. Pitchy must have sucked.
Well, Akron's not really known for their baseball team, so
If you were a baseball player, what position would you play?
I'd say left field. I wouldn't be that much of an infielder or pitcher or catcher, I should say.
Well, you're a starting pitcher in my league, Duck.
I'm a starting pitcher in your league. Let me guess, I'm giving up 12 ERA.
The season hasn't started yet.
Oh, what I forget what's the name of Kirk Herbstreit's dog now? This one.
Kirk Herbstreit dog.
Yeah, his golden retriever that he's bringing with him.
It's Peter.
Oh yeah, Peter.
Yep. And while we're talking about this, rest in peace, Ben.
Yep.
I like how you have my last name as Duck.
I didn't want to use your actual last name.
There.
I don't even know your actual name. I mean, first name.
Time stands still.
But here we go. We are back from commercial break again.
They're
So we
showing
know
the
where
teams
our
that could just
So we know
Go
where
ahead.
our two debutants are. Yeah, they're showing that dog statue that Queens was taking over.
Okay, so who's the one seeds left? It's going to be Michigan, and who's the other one?
And now
Michigan
we're at the
and
Coca-Cola
currently
bracket.
Florida. Michigan and Florida, I believe, are going to be the number one seeds.
I'm surprised Florida State. I'm surprised Florida State a one seed. They friggin' choked hard.
And here we go. I believe Michigan's going to be the number one seed in this region. They will. This is going to be your Midwest region, the third. So Michigan, they drop one national seed level, but not too far. They're the number 1 seed.
Looks like they're in a Texas Roadhouse.
Michigan.
Oh God.
They're not in Texas. UMBC and Howard.
Sorry,
That is-
Valor.
Oh boy. You're done.
Sorry,
Boy.
Valor. Sorry, Valor. I'm taking Howard on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
hate to
taking
say it.
Juwan Howard.
And they're in
over
Buffalo, Georgia. Is the number 8 seed.
Who's that coming down the track?
You're going to be
Athens
facing
PD.
St. Louis,
Athens PD.
the regular season champions
That
out of the
too.
Atlantic 10. Guess what, Avia? You're not missing out this time. You're
Who
in.
won the SEC?
The SEC was Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
Arkansas.
We already know
Okay.
where they're going. Now we head to Tampa.
Like, I wasn't paying attention because, I was dealing with a fucking stomach issue.
Texas Tech's the number 5 seed. Please tell me we're going to Tampa.
No,
Please tell me we're going to Tampa.
no.
You get your wish.
We're going to Tampa. Akron is in. The 3-time defending MAC tournament champions. They
Oh, you're
steal a
dead.
bid from the MAC. And guess what? We have to face Texas Tech. I love this matchup.
I can
You're
see a sort of upset.
Yeah. This is probably one of their best chances yet, by the way. Oh, logical. Alabama's there. Number 4 seed.
Ooh,
Who
okay.
are they playing?
And they're going to be facing Hofstra, the champions out of the CAA. They got denied a chance to dance in 2020. They won't be
This,
denied this time.
honestly, could be an upset one.
Their first tournament.
I'm feeling
dance-
upset there too, man.
I am too.
Idiot.
Yeah, the first time they get to dance since 2001. Now we head down to Philly. Tennessee, there you are, Billy.
Who do we play?
You
Come
head
on.
to Philadelphia.
Oh, damn it.
They're in! Miami's in! Miami of Ohio.
Yeah, they're stuck
Well,
in a play-in.
you're fucking dead.
2-bit Mac.
Wow,
I'm not
Miami.
thrilled about it being a play-in, but I mean, at
Miami of
least
Ohio
they're
will
in.
take on SMU. Guess what? You ain't missing out. There will be no January 6th over in the NCAA headquarters over in
Are you
Indianapolis.
sure about that?
Whoa, what?
Whoa,
Virginia's the number 3.
we're still gonna get a January 6th if freaking Auburn doesn't show up.
It's
Oh, they're
just
not
it'll
gonna
be
show
just
up.
Bruce
You're gonna
Pearl
get
and
it.
his
Virginia.
idiot son.
You're not going to get it. Virginia, the number 3 seed. Wright State,
Out of the,
the
Horizon
champions out of the
League.
Horizon League.
So wow, Miami is gonna have to play SMU. Well, if SMU wins,
And Big
Sorry,
Red,
go ahead.
there you are, Kentucky.
against them.
You guys are going to be playing in St. Louis, and there's Santa Clara.
Ooh.
Oh,
This one.
That is a
this-
very,
The upset alarms are going off for me there.
oh yeah, Santa
Kentucky.
Clara. The first time dancing since 1996, back in the days of Steve Nash.
damn. Wait, you mean to tell me that Santa Clara made it back to the March Madness tournament before the Dallas Cowboys could win another Super Bowl?
Oh, shut up.
Of course.
And Iowa
Shut the
State,
beep up.
the number 2 seed.
It was
headed
right
to
there.
St. Louis.
How many Super Bowl losses do you have if they were logical?
What?
Guys, stop. Iowa
Never
State,
mind.
the number 2 seed. And they will be facing
Tennessee State. There we go.
Tennessee State, the champions out of the Ohio Valley. They're going dancing for the first time since 1994.
So that
Nolan
means
Smith,
Holy, come
member of
on,
the
I was right
2006
there.
Duke squad, bringing the Tigers their first dance in 32 years. Guess what? You have to face Iowa State.
So there's
So-
there's 2 HBCUs in this side of the bracket.
Yep. Tennessee State and Howard.
Howard.
Wait.
What? And
okay. I will be right
and
back.
Midwest Regional will be where
No,
they just
Prairie
capped
View
off
A&M
the-
is. I don't think Tennessee State's an HBCU. Prairie View A&M
They
is.
are. No, they are.
Yeah.
Huh.
They actually are.
Huh.
But the Sweet 16 and the Elite Eight, they will be held in Chicago in this regional. And so we move up. And these are your last. And these will be playing games for Wednesday. Miami of Ohio makes it in with SMU. And then we said UMBC and Howard for the other ones. But yep, no need for the head court, no need for the raid. We got our wish.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Miami, Ohio is at least, again, I think they deserve better than a play-in, but you knew that they were going to get
them to be in the play-in because the highest they've been is one of the last 4 buys. And I can kind of see where you're going with this because the best team that they beat was, because the 2 teams in the tournament they did beat was Wright State and Akron. Those are the only 2 teams that they beat that made it in.
Then again, and it all depends on like strength of schedule. And I will say this: Miami, Ohio had like a softball schedule there.
They did. And Red 5478 was actually talking about this during his rant on Miami of Ohio when they lost to UMass. Because their highest power, probably the biggest power team that they faced was Air Force. They went 3-29. 3-29. So that kind of shows how sharp and ultra soft the schedule was. Wait, so that means Florida likely faces either Prairie View A&M or Idaho. I could see Lehigh getting 15.
Yeah, I think that was considered a play-in game for Lenard as well.
Well, then again, I can see that playing game being sort of an upset, good knowing how Tennessee season went.
But that means our last region will be the South region, and they're going to be playing games and the Sweet 16 and Elite 8 games will be at the Toyota Center in Houston.
Also, thoughts on the Titans rebrand? Do you guys? Alrighty.
The uniforms look good. The uniforms actually look decent. The logo is shit.
I mean, then again, one of my Houstonian friends crashed out.
I can imagine a lot of Houstonians did.
Louisville Lily looks like that one guy from Parks and Recreation who says, "The worst." I'm trying to figure out who that is. GR, the fuck did you just do? What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
GDR. Just.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that, brother? What do you mean by that? Huh?
Huh? What do you mean by that?
GDR is asking, the fuck did you just do? GR, the fuck did you just do?
Official NCAA corporate champions.
Don't. Okay.
We're back. That means we're back. An official NCAA corporate partners.
Does the South region have a sponsor just like the others? Yes.
No.
It has all 3 of them.
No. You're just going to have all 3 corporate champions. But I have a feeling that Florida is going to be the last number 1 seed.
Let's see.
It is Florida.
You would be right.
You're defending national champions. They end up in the same spot as they did before in this bracket.
Well then.
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
Let's see our play-in matchup. They're going to be playing in Tampa. And it's Prairie View A&M and Lehigh.
Idaho's a 15 or 14.
Wow. And Clemson will be the number 8 seed out of the ACC. And Iowa. Oh, that's going to be a fun matchup. That is going to be a fun 8-9 matchup. And now we head to Oklahoma City. Vanderbilt is the number 5 seed. They lost the SEC final to Arkansas earlier today, but they get a respectable number 5 seed. Who's the dangerous 12 seed that they're going to be playing?
Please, McNeese.
McNeese.
Yeah, it's McNeese.
A 3-peat in the Southland tournament. Nebraska will be the number 4 seed. Again, I think Akbar said this, the last power team without a tournament win. And they're celebrating. Who you guys going to play? Troy, the Sun Belt. Back-to-back Sun Belt tournament champions.
Can he get off the snide against Troy? Oh, God.
And now we have Greenville, North Carolina, in as the number 6 seed. They won't have far to travel. And North Carolina, there's no more playing games. The number 11 seed, it's VCU, the champions out of the Atlantic 10. They beat Dayton earlier today. So it doesn't look like you're going to get Auburn unless they are somehow the freaking number 10. Let's hope they're not.
Okay, I missed a few.
Number 3 seed is Illinois.
Illinois is there. Let's see who their face is.
And it's Penn. They upset Yale in the Ivy League final earlier today. Their first tournament appearance since 2018. Now we have our last, I like to call sub-regional. And that's over in Oklahoma City.
Well, Houston's going to be one of them for sure.
Houston is
going to be number 2 seed. There's St. Mary's. We have our 3-bid WCC. 3-bid West Coast. Oh, Texas A&M, the number 10
Hey,
seed.
Bruce Pearl, suck it, bitch.
And
Hold on, Auburn might be the 15th seed.
And we can pretty much guess who the last teams are. Houston's the number 2. Losing in the Big 12 championship game to Arizona. And that means for the first time since 1990, Idaho is in.
The Big Sky Jim Vandals.
1990, like we said.
That's a
7th
loss.
seed in the Big Sky. My goodness. And Idaho is ready to party.
That's a loss.
Oh, you have a 15/2? Wow.
Yeah.
It is. It is Houston.
We have our bracket.
Exactly. It's Houston. They're likely to lose, and Idaho's on the hot streak.
If you seem depressed about Houston, look at me and Tennessee. This is considered a lost season for the Volunteers. Like we started off hot, and then we just fell off a fucking cliff if in the middle of the season.
So, wow, Auburn does not make it in. Well, January 6th at the
Auburn
offices.
not making it in. They'll release the first
Clemson,
4
Iowa,
out
Vanderbilt,
momentarily.
Okay. Nebraska, this is your best chance of finally winning that elusive first-round game. You have never done it before.
Yeah,
This stream is not sponsored, but sponsored by Gamer Subs.
Sponsored by Gamer Subs. You're crazy.
Sponsored by GAC. I want it! So, they haven't shown first 4 on my end here on CBS. Again, I'm ahead of Duck.
Yeah, they haven't shown first 4 yet.
Do we want to preview a little bit of the bracket?
Hold on, we'll go over that
First
momentarily.
4, Oklahoma, Auburn, San Diego State, and Indiana.
I mean, I did say that San Diego State had to beat Utah State in that final to make it a multi-bid conference, but no, they couldn't do it. So, yeah. Auburn, they're the second team out. Wow.
Freaking unbelievable.
And then Indiana and San Diego State just falling short.
I mean, it would have been worst case scenario for Miami, Ohio, if Ole Miss won the SEC tournament instead of Arkansas.
I was going to say, if that was the case, then yeah, they would have missed. Then yeah, they would have missed out.
Unbelievable.
Akron stole Auburn's spot.
I hope your parents knock on it and tell you to shut up.
Shut up.
No, they're already out of town.
Oh, well. You get the house to yourself.
Yeah. Well, maybe for a couple hours, but they'll be back.
Oh, come on, Chase. Go.
What are you watching up, bro?
I got NASCAR.
Are you-
Chase Elliott's moved into second. He's behind it. He's behind
he's playing this
Hamlin.
game. All right, so we have our bracket. Let's go over it. So,
Okay, well, I'm turning
no
off the
surprise here. Top seed is Duke and Siena. I thought they would be. I did see them as one of the higher surviving 16 seeds. So no shock here. I think that's going to be probably your best 16-1 matchup. How about you? But Ohio State and TCU, that is a dangerous. I believe that will be a dangerous 8-9 matchup. And we saw our first real chance of a classic 12-5 upset here with Northern Iowa and St. John's.
Maybe.
And Kansas taking on California Baptist. Their first ever tournament bid for the Lancers. What do we think of this part? Like you guys see any upsets here in this East region or not?
The upset I see is basically either Louisville or South Florida or like Northern Iowa.
Northern Iowa.
I think there's a couple decent shots if you could scroll up just a touch so I could see part of that again. So I'd say Northern Iowa over St. John's again. It's really tough for me to trust the Red Storm at this point.
Yeah.
I think Cal Baptist outside shot over Kansas. You can scroll back down just a touch so I can see it again. South Florida, Louisville, I can see. I think of the 14-3, I think North Dakota State maybe has the best chance of the 14 seed.
Because Michigan State, they choked hard. I mean, they didn't even win their first.
Michigan
game.
State. I don't trust Michigan State for the life of me.
And UCLA, UCF, I think that one's about as much of a coin flip as a 7-10 will get. But I'm going to be honest. I don't see any of the ones falling. I think the only one
I don't see any 16 over ones.
The outside chance maybe Florida loses, but I think the other three are just too good. Yeah. As far as the twos, I do think there's a good chance that Houston gets knocked off. But I don't think that I don't see Connecticut losing to Furman. I don't see UConn. I think Purdue. I think Purdue maybe, but I just think the Boilermakers pull it off. And the other number two was Iowa State. Iowa State's a tough team to gauge, but I trust them over the.
Did Ohio State make it in?
Yes, they did.
Yep, Ohio State is in. They're the number 8 seed. Part of the 8-9 matchups.
Oh, yeah.
See, they're right there. Taking on TCU.
Not as many SEC teams as I thought they'd be in this year.
Well, there's 10 SEC teams in the tournament.
So let's see how many teams.
Get myself some food.
So apparently, okay. So Joe Lenardi turned out to be turned out to be right on the teams missing out. In the first round, March Madness on Thursday. Like, I'm not very confident on many of the higher seats. I totally get it. East is probably the most chalky. I agree. Because they knew what they were doing with all the sexy upset picks.
This goes for a sexy upset pick.
I will say I know High Point is gonna be a popular pick to upset Wisconsin. I'm feeling my Badgers getting past that. But I cannot say the same for Alabama. That reeks of an upset.
It really does. But
I hate that. Apparently, we're all agreeing that Houston's going to be the highest upset.
I think they're the most likely.
They're the most likely 15-2.
The problem is Houston's another big name team that's just so hard to trust. Now, granted, they also went all the way to the championship last year, but they're it's hard to some of these big teams. You look at how they've done this season; it's really it's tough. You can't. Yeah,
I feel a little bit more confident than they beat BYU, and I don't know if they were actually really beating Kansas or if Kansas just beat themselves in that second half.
Yeah, we'll see.
You go 9 minutes and you only get 2 points. Yeah, no wonder you freaking lost.
But yeah, we talked about Purdue. They performed very, very well against the top seed in the Big Ten, which is Michigan. They're down below them again, but in different regions. But we said the same thing about them in 2023, and look what happened.
Oop. We do have an announcement. Source tells Indy Star, Indiana will not participate in any secondary postseason tournament. No NIT, no crown.
So wow, why?
What? I could see Auburn probably be one of those teams, but Indiana? Wow. All right.
And same with Virginia Tech. What happened to Virginia Tech? What was the deal there?
Virginia Tech, I don't even think made it in.
No.
Virginia Tech wasn't even considered.
No, but why on earth are they announcing that they're not going to show up to anything?
I don't know.
Belmont, I understand why Belmont said no, we're not going to, because they had their coach.
Yeah, Casey Alexander just headed over to Kansas State.
Indiana is 18. If they want to complain because they got pushed out for Texas, who's literally one spot behind them with the same record, okay, fine. But
I can understand.
But it's like, bruh, you're 18-14.
Bruh.
That's tough to get in.
Yeah, it's very tough, especially with Auburn. They're complaining about strength of schedule, but the problem is teams that hardly go 17-16, they hardly get in. Your best bet was to go on a deep run, but even then, I didn't even think you were going to get in.
They lost their first game, didn't they?
They did. I'll be back, guys.
Just insanity to think about.
Many men wish death upon me, no, I don't cry no more.
All right. Well, let Duck know that I'm going to call it here. I got to get some dinner.
Women's one is in about 15 minutes.
Guys. My parents just came back with some suo away.
And Duck, that'll be my cue to head out because I need to get some dinner myself. So have a good night, you guys.
All right, Akbar, thanks for hopping in. Really appreciate you being here.
Duck, are you going to cover the women's selection?
Yes, he is.
Yep.
I will stay here for that for one very big reason, because the Queens of the Horizon League are in again. The Green Bay Phoenix.
Green Bay Phoenix. Isn't that like their third straight bid?
Yeah.
Isn't that like their third straight
Yeah,
championship.
it looks like their 27th appearance over. It'll be their 27th overall.
27 appearances. God damn.
Yeah.
I have a hot take.
Hey, can you send some of that and send it to the women's team of Akron, because they could use that. Because if it wasn't for the men, they would be absolutely totaled.
Tennessee will, the Lady Vols will, for the first time since a long time, will not enter the women's March Madness season.
I think they will, but I think they're going to be one and done.
They will. Yeah.
Oh,
Because if you look at women's bracketology, because we have plenty of time to go over that, let's refresh. There we go. I still believe Tennessee, you're still a number 8 seed, but the bad news is you're going to hell, a.k.a. the home of the 34-0 UConn Huskies, according to
Here's the thing. Some of the players are about to mutiny against the coach and all that stuff. I'm just like, yeah, this program has fallen off hard.
By the way, I love how you're like, okay, we put them in East-West regions. Well, not noted West team, noted teams that are totally teams from Western areas: Wisconsin, High Point, Arkansas, Miami of Florida.
Go ahead and hop on in. You can
Queens.
have 4 people in here.
Noted teams from the East: Texas Christian, Cal Baptist, Kansas, North Dakota State, UCLA. They are so East. I just like I get why. It's hilarious to make fun of it.
Mm-hmm.
Total. I think Kilo made the same comment. Like Midwest team: Texas Tech, Alabama, Georgia.
They do it.
But again, I do totally see Hofstra killing Bama.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Tide this year, all the drama about that one player aside, they have been hit and miss.
Meanwhile, with that result, Indiana has been totaled, a.k.a. but in reality, they've actually been LMAO'd by 24 Amper.
Well, yeah, they should.
Holy collapse, Batman. That's a lovely at-large bid you have there. Would be such a shame if you completely collapsed in the home stretch. Yep.
That was pathetic.
I assume you saw the one about Louisiana Tech.
Yes.
I feel bad for Sonic, man.
He's probably, I believe he might be younger than me. I'm not sure. I have never asked. I'm not going to ask, but it's like, there was a time in the 80s when the Louisiana Tech Lady Techsters were a women's basketball force.
They were. They were the.
I love when you look at some of the powerhouse. Since we're coming up on the women's bracket in about 11 minutes, I love how you look at some of the teams that made it in at the early years, including a D2 school that no longer has any affiliation.
I'm going to take a guess and say it's Cheney?
Cheney State, yep, which had massive improprieties, and they are now a complete independent.
Mm-hmm.
But you had like Louisiana Tech, Old Dominion.
Freaking Old Dominion, man.
I mean, there's teams that don't shock anyone, like Stanford, Tennessee, but Connecticut doesn't become a force until the mid to late 90s. And like,
oh, yeah.
And as much as people hate the Lady Huskies for being as dominant as they are, I mean, you have probably one of the best coaches in all of D1 history, men's or women's.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Gino does that good of a job. But it's just so weird to see all these different teams that have won it for the women. Like, really?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy seeing what Gino has done. Of course, they're the defending national champions. Number 12, they were going for lucky number 13. I believe they have a good chance of going 40-0 again. And right now they're doing a flashback to the last year's national championship.
One of the worst final seconds I have ever seen in my entire life.
You know, Houston is. I mean, they're going to be itching to get back. And
all right, let me send this to Hart. Oh wait, you don't have Discord anymore. But Kirby does.
I got it. All
right, I just sent Kirby the link. He's gonna.
I was gonna send him the link, but I'll send him the link to Kevin if he's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
So he could just scream at me on how good Vanderbilt is.
So the overall number 1 seed, they basically gave the best 16 seed. Because if you look at it, Siena is listed as 63rd overall. That's like the best a 16 seed could get.
That's impressive.
Pretty impressive there.
Meanwhile, Florida gets the 4th number 1 seed, gets the 2 worst. There's Kirby.
Also, this East bracket. Oh my gosh, this thing is brutal.
It's a gold mine.
Like the number 1 seed was done no favors.
Mm-mm. First, you get paired with the best 16 seed in the field, and then you have a slew of upsets.
It's the fear and hunger.
Of possible upsets, including freaking UConn that could easily claw back up.
I know nobody will get this reference because nobody plays the games or heard of it, but that east side of the bracket is basically the fear and hunger side of the bracket. It is going to be total brutality to come out.
Also, Michigan's bracket is actually kind of solid. I like our chances to get out of it. I mean, despite everything. I mean, I know Valor's talking about, like, everyone's talking about, oh, it'd be funny. Like, here's the thing. If UMBC gets by, there's no one really, there's really no one that can go with Mara because Mara is 7'2", and their tallest player doesn't play much.
Yeah, and you have.
And we go back.
There are some very dangerous high seeds in there too. Iowa State, they went toe to toe with the 2nd overall seed, Arizona.
Yeah, that's right. I think we should be able to get into the 2nd weekend, but the 2nd weekend's gonna be hell. They get the top. It's top heavy.
You have teams like Virginia. You have Texas Tech.
I'm actually going to fill my thing out
Texas
right
Tech.
now.
You have Alabama. A whole lot.
Doug, can we go back to the original bracket? Not the bracket, the original bracket, the men's side of the bracket.
Yep.
Thanks.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I'm in a couple ESPN groups, so I'm filling my bracket out right now.
Michigan. But yeah, Michigan. There's your side of the bracket.
Yeah, they should be able to get to the 2nd weekend. This weekend, this bracket is very top heavy. The 2nd weekend's going to be one that's the fun one.
I'm kind of fearful about Tennessee's chances because they've been hot and cold lately.
Really, is your mic okay?
Is it that bad?
You're popping a lot.
Yeah, you're popping.
I will say.
It's crazy. It's usually my laptop that's popping.
Hey, is this good?
That's better.
A little better.
I was using my camera mic.
That's fine.
So, a 9 over an 8 is usually 55%. Your best chance at seeing a double-digit seed upset is 11 over 6 with 52%.
Okay, so here are the first 4. Here are the last 4 in, which are NC State, Texas, SMU, and Miami.
Duck check camera.
First
Again.
four out are OU, Auburn, San Diego State, and Indiana.
Fuck you, Clark.
Also, Indiana, what the fuck? You all but had a bid, bro.
Yep. A massive collapse.
Let me see. Arizona's bracket could be pretty tough. They're gonna have they could get Wisconsin's plot armor in the Sweet
You got
16
Purdue in this region as well.
Hold on,
that's
time
gonna be-
out. Let's just all laugh at Bruce Pearl. He has St. John's in his Final Four.
I'm not even doing that, man.
Where are they?
They're in the
St.
East.
John's is in.
St. John's the number 5. And we
Also-
literally had them as our first chance at a big upset against Northern Iowa.
I already have. Yeah, I took Northern Iowa over them. In fact.
I think an upset you guys might want to look at a little bit is Michigan State. I'm not saying this as a Michigan fan.
We were
But
talking
Michigan
about that
State-
I
earlier.
think the same thing, man.
Yeah.
I think that they don't shoot the three well. They're typically not a great 3-point team. And a team like North Dakota State that does could put them out. Well, now let me take a look at
Yeah, I'm doing my bracket right now. I'm
saving my bracket for
I'll be
my
doing my bracket
video.
after I get done streaming. Because I'm going to be recording predictions. Hold on. I got to blow my nose. I'll be back.
how tall is Michigan State's basketball team?
very.
I don't
Pains
remember
me
them
to
being.
say it, but very.
They've got a bit of a mix.
Well, with that being said, I will not join you guys for the women's side of the bracket. Maybe I'll join, maybe I'll not.
We'll
But I will talk to you guys later. See ya.
But yeah,
Yeah.
this is Florida's Oh man, Florida had to suck someone off. This bracket is pretty juicy for them. I think they should at least get to the
Yeah.
Elite Eight. At least.
Probably, yeah.
So, let's see. So I'll say this. A couple things I'm just going to quickly go over that I looked at.
Yep.
I have in my Elite Eight. Okay, or actually, no. I'll just go with my Final Four. I do have 3 of the 1 seeds in the Final Four, unfortunately. However, I also have number 5 Vanderbilt. I see them upsetting. I think Nebraska does get their first win, but Nebraska gets knocked out by Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt knocks out Florida. Vanderbilt takes out 7 seed St. Mary's in the Elite Eight. I think
St. Mary's in the Elite Eight.
I am going to go.
All right, that was fun to talk with you guys a bit. See ya.
Yep. All good, Kirby. Thank you for hopping in.
This feels chalky as all hell, but I hate to say it, I'm feeling a Duke-Michigan championship game.
That's actually not that bad of a thought, actually. Because looking at this region, it's at one point I did have Florida making it out of the South and having Florida and Michigan in the championship, but again, anything
It's
can happen.
kind of tough. Yeah, it's kind of tough. Lucas Oil Stadium is where that's the men's Final Four. The women's Final Four is somewhere else.
They're in Phoenix.
Yes. Oh, the women's isn't until 7. Oh, God damn it. Or 7 Central.
Yeah, 7 Central.
Whoopsies. I thought it was now. But let's see. A couple of notes I will make off what I have. I do have Akron in the Sweet 16.
And Zippy would like to give you a big fat kiss.
They lose to Michigan.
All good. It's all good.
But so that's what I'm seeing. Like, I'm sticking with Wisconsin over High Point. Mostly to stick it to a certain major Wisconsin
Hold on.
hater.
I'm trying to get to you.
But I do have Wisconsin in the Sweet 16, but they lose to Arizona. They beat Arkansas along the way, though. So,
yeah.
My big...
There you go. There you go, Harvey. Check your Instagram.
My upsets, aside from Akron and Hofstra, I do have... I think Miami wins the play-in, and then they beat Tennessee. So they'll get to they'll get to the round of 32, if nothing else. I have VCU in my Sweet 16. Again, they lose to St. Mary's. I have Central Florida making the round of 32. I have South Florida making the round of 32. I have Northern Iowa upsetting St. John's but losing to Kansas. And that's really about it for any real upsets.
So I'm going to start from this corner here. I can see Miami of Ohio winning. I can also see them beating Tennessee. You can't discount Hofstra against Alabama. Logical even said that this is a possible 13 over 4.
Well, Bama's just is kind of shaky. That's why I can't pick Bama.
Yeah. But Akron, of course, I think this is their best chance to get their first tournament win. And we are in Nashville, Tennessee for some reason for this bracketology special.
No idea.
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Yeah, I could see Michigan making it out of the Midwest. But, yeah, it's going to be a tough matchup, and you better hope that teams like Iowa State and Virginia get eliminated early, because I think those have the best chance of knocking Michigan out. And here, I can actually see Kennesaw State giving Gonzaga a run for their money. I can totally see it. And I can see, I unfortunately don't have the winner of this one taking out BYU. Wisconsin and High Point, though. High Point is a very dangerous team. I did see them in the Big South tourney.
Like, I'm not saying they aren't, but I'm just saying as someone who's seen Wisconsin go up against excellent teams and win, and they've had big comeback wins against some of these teams, and they very nearly pulled it off against Michigan in the semis. It's hard for me. Would I be surprised if High Point wins? No, but like, I'm riding with the Badgers here. Yeah. For obvious reasons, but also like this team's showed a lot of what they are made of. This
All right, season. Harvey, get in here.
All right. For some reason, Instagram wasn't working the way it was supposed to, because when I clicked the link, it just sent me to another Instagram link, so I had to copy and paste it off StreamYard.
Yeah. And meanwhile, 90Q said, guys, my mom filled out a bracket, got Houston versus Arkansas with Houston winning it all. Did she cook? Ooh, that's actually not a bad pick. That's not a bad pick at all.
Fluffy. Laugh right now, but when the NDSU plays UCLA in the Sweet 16 and I'm at the game, who's going to be laughing?
He's just going to be hitting with Elisa Leo throughout the day.
We're on the same side of the bracket.
Okay, but let's go ahead. But are you in the same host city?
Yeah, we're in the same region.
Yeah, but UCLA is going to be in Philly. You're going to be in Buffalo. But honestly, out of all the number 3 seeds, I think you got the more favorable. I think you got the best 3 seed that you could get, Michigan State, for a chance at an upset.
Yeah. Like, obviously, like, I'm happy that we're in the tournament because we won the Summit League and now we're playing Michigan State. But now it's time for the women's selection show. So I'm on my Miami of Ohio phase right now because we got to see if we make it as a bubble team.
Yeah.
There has never been 2 teams from the Summit League in any tournament. So
I'm going to look at the women's side because unfortunately, I think Charlie Krem has you as one of the last, as one of the next 4 out, like literally the 5th team out. We'll have to wait and see.
But hey, Auburn missed the tournament. You see that college football committee? You see that college football playoff committee? It's no SEC bias.
No SEC bias. But then again, no Notre Dame bias. They're not blinded by gold domes. Because
They don't have domes in basketball.
No, we're talking about no, I'm talking about the selection committee. They were blinded by gold domes. They weren't blinded by gold domes this year. They had no bias towards Bama, and they had no bias towards Notre Dame. And I'd still say that the selection committee did get this one right. I doubt that Duke would have done much damage in that bracket, but I do see them doing damage in this bracket as the overall number 1.
Yeah. But yeah,
I can see Ohio
Michigan
State winning this one, but
actually, this first round matchup, North Dakota State and Michigan State, actually is perfect because when I was in high school, there was a kid that was a grade above me who is actually currently going to Michigan State on a soccer scholarship. So I'm going to talk so much smack if we upset them.
Damn. So what you're saying is this is a big opportunity for you to get revenge. And I honestly think you do have a good
Well, not
chance.
really revenge, but, like, yeah.
You get the idea.
Yeah.
But I can also see Hawaii giving Arkansas a very tough time because I did stream the Big West final. They looked very, very good against UC Irvine. They've been one of the top teams in the Big West.
Yeah.
And so I think Hawaii has a very good chance. I'm going to blow my nose.
Also, just saying this from a football's perspective, we've got 3 teams. No, we've got 2 teams from the Mountain West in the tournament because Utah State's going to the Pac-12, Hawaii's going to the Mountain West, and North Dakota State in football's going to the Mountain West. So, GDR, congratulations. You're free from the hellhole that is North Dakota State. Montana can now reign supreme. Oh, wait, I'm thinking of Montana State.
Well, I got sad news for him still. I think it's okay. Yeah, it's just for football. Yeah, you're right. Meanwhile, could you imagine if North Dakota State just does join the Big Sky? Actually, no. I don't want to give GDR any more nightmares.
No, we're in the Mountain West. We don't need to be in the Big Sky.
You're in the Mountain West, but what if you drop back down? Oh, did you just kick him out? Oh wait, you can't.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
No, because you're the one running the room. I can't do that.
Yeah, I didn't touch it. Oh, you gotta go eat dinner. Okay, I was gonna say I didn't kick him out, guys.
I gotta turn one of the lights on. I'm not gonna open my curtain or my curtain back up because I had a real nice glare behind me, but I got to turn on some lights. I'll be right back.
Yep. Chester, what up? How you doing? While you're UConn versus UCLA second round is tough for me to pick. I know. This was again, the East, it looks like a bloodbath. I could see Duke. You could probably see Duke losing. Probably either St. John's or Northern Iowa. I think that's going to be a coin flip matchup despite being a 12-5 matchup. Yeah, I got what you meant. Harvey. But yeah, South Florida and Louisville, I think that's going to be your classic 11-6 upset. To me, the biggest ups, and you still think that Houston and Idaho a best chance at a 15/2.
I do still.
I think so too. Because I couldn't. Not sure if I could trust Houston to make it to at least. I think at most, I think Houston does make the Elite Eight. But realistically, I think they might make the Sweet 16 and probably lose to like Illinois. But out of the 16/1s, yeah, Florida might have big problems with. I think a team like Lehigh could take out Florida, but we'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, UConn, they shouldn't have any problems against Furman. I think Ohio State did get a bit of a favorable matchup against TCU. But I'm happy with this matchup for Akron because instead of traveling to the West Coast again, like they've had to do several times, they went to Portland in 2022, Seattle last year. They actually get to go to Tampa and face off against a team that has kind of had like a roller coaster season. From losing one of their best players for a good stretch to trying to find their rhythm without him. If Vandy plays for it again, Vandy could beat them again. I think so too. But Michigan with UMBC and Howard, I don't see UMBC recreating the magic.
Not against that Michigan team. That's like, again, they're not invincible, but they're tough to beat. They're tough to beat.
Mm-hmm. We will be getting our tournament schedule released shortly. But just going through some of the Discord chat. Sonic has Duke, Illinois, Iowa State, Arizona. That's a decent Final Four.
Yeah.
Duke and Iowa State and Duke. All right.
Mine is Duke, Arizona, Vanderbilt, and Michigan.
It's not bad. Not bad.
I think let's see. Amper's picking Arizona to win, so don't pick Arizona to win.
Got it.
St. John's, Houston, Arizona, Michigan.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm gonna look and see if we have any schedules, if they've been released. Nope, we don't know the times yet. So I won't imagine we'll get those until like around midnight tonight. Wow. My mom said Troy could be a surprise Cinderella this year. Do you see the vision? I can see where she's getting at. I can totally see where she's getting at because you got paired up with the only power conference team that has not won a tournament game. And with how you played in that Sun Belt tournament, I could totally see it. And call me crazy.
Okay, you're crazy.
McNeese and Troy, I think, would be your best chance at a double-digit matchup in the second round.
I'm thinking Akron Hofstra.
Akron and Hofstra is another possible one. I can also see it. And you heard Illogical. He's not that high on Alabama basketball this year.
Well, no. I mean, it's just been a weak team. Nothing else to say. They're just a weak team.
Mm-hmm. And there is, of course, Santa Clara. They've been getting a whole lot of hype throughout the whole season. I said if Santa Clara needed to beat St. Mary's in order to convince me, and they did in the West Coast tournament, and you're going up against Kentucky, and I think that's probably one of the worst matchups that Big Red's Wildcats could have gotten.
Sorry about that. My dad walked in telling me dinner was ready. Don't worry, he didn't hear anything. I got the phone on the lowest volume possible, so.
Got it.
Did I miss the selection, or has it started?
Women's doesn't start until top of the hour.
Women's doesn't start until 8. You're good.
Okay.
So that would be like 7 your time.
Okay.
But yeah, let's talk about the first 4 matchups. But other than Miami of Ohio, obviously, who do you think has the better chance of making it out? Who do you think has a better chance of making out of the first 4 out of the first round and into the second?
UMBC to beat the 1 seed just because it's funny.
Really? Against a team like Michigan? No.
I'm going. I don't think they get any.
Did you
further,
see Michigan had a couple injuries in the game today?
I mean, yeah, but the thing is with this Michigan team, they could either blow you out or cut it close and try to get your hopes up, and then they start to eat you from within. They couldn't get the chance against Purdue because Purdue is a very dangerous team.
Yeah. But really, there are only 3 teams that really matter in this tournament. North Dakota State, Gonzaga, and you already know the third one, so I don't need to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Although, to be fair, historically, UCLA has been a good basketball team. I mean, they won, 8 straight national championships in the late 60s, early 70s?
About 7.
7, okay.
I think, yeah.
It was either 7 or 8. I could have sworn it was 8.
It could be 8, because I know they won, there's a streak where they've won, either 7 of 8 or 8 of 9.
8-9.
Let's see. They won in 64 and 65. They won 7 straight. And I believe and in between 1974, I think that was NC State. Yeah, NC State. One in between.
Yeah. Yeah, you football fans thought we were a problem when we won 5 in a row like 10 years ago. Nuh-uh. You hadn't seen anything from UCLA in the 60s and 70s in basketball.
11 of their championships were in the 60s and 70s, except for 1990, or 10 of them were in there, except for 95. And yeah, that big freaking stretch. And people complain about Connecticut women.
Oh boy, just wait till you introduce them to like the 60s and the 70s. And back then, NCAA didn't even have a women's tournament back then.
Oh, well, yeah, that too, but
Yeah. So, while we wait for the women's selection show, did anybody besides me watch the gold medal game today between the United States and Canada and sled hockey in the Paralympics?
I did not. I have been following along for updates though.
Yeah. Dude, we beat Canada 3 times in hockey for the gold.
Crazy.
And we beat them in the World Baseball Classic. Dude, the World Cup is next. We're beating Canada in the World Cup next.
Now watch as they beat us in flag football in 2028.
Don't you put that evil on us. That's going to be the easiest gold medal the United States will ever win. Because it's a bunch of NFL players playing a bunch of CFL scrubs. Besides Warren Moon, name one good player that came from the CFL that played in the NFL.
And it's over.
Did GDR glitch?
Warren
He's
Moon.
like, oh.
What? No.
Huh?
Sorry that.
I said besides Warren Moon, name a player from the CFL that was good in the NFL.
Yeah.
Doug Flutie, Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, Doug Flutie. Yeah. It's going to be really hard to have upset potential because a lot of good number 1 seed mid-majors lost to the conference tournament. Yeah. Whole lot of them.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, because let's look at some of the tournaments. South Florida, you don't have to worry about Duke. Yeah, Central Arkansas. Lost to fellow, never made the tourney club member, Queens. So there's 1. 2 with St. Louis, but they're in.
Yeah, St. Louis is still in.
Portland State was really the big talking point in the Big Sky, but then GDR's Prisoners knocked them out.
And then Idaho happened to us, but hey. But High Point is in there. Never mind.
High Point was nothing to worry about. Arizona, UC Irvine. This was one I was looking at closely because I kind of thought that there was a chance that Hawaii could knock out UC Irvine. They did just that.
Hey. Remember in 2019 when UC Irvine, I forgot what team they upset, but then Scooter Magruder in his round one March Madness video was like,
State.
we just lost to the Anteaters.
Wilmington,
yeah, that was Kansas State in 2019. Yeah, that was Kansas. That was Kansas State in 2019. Zut. But this one shocked the hell out of me. UNC Wilmington. Them and Charleston have been like world beaters in the CAA. They lose to frickin' Campbell in the next quarterfinals. The Fighting Camels of Campbell. It's unbelievable. But this also shocked the hell out of me.
Liberty being knocked out was a major change there because I think because Liberty's usually good for an appearance on that, and they got bounced.
Because usually Missouri
Houston got
State
bounced.
really turned Conference USA upside down when they took out Liberty.
I would make a joke about Liberty losing, but I think Sarah pointed it out a couple days ago, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, dope.
Wright State, that was
the number one.
Yale got upset.
Yale got upset by Penn.
I'm surprised the Ivy League wasn't a 16 seed with Penn, because Penn's record is like
Penn isn't even that good. Really, that good. I'm a little surprised they weren't. But whatever.
But for some, I feel like a big reason why Yale lost because in the final 10 seconds, they decided to play prevent defense, try to prevent threes. Well, guess what? Prevent defense prevents wins. I'm back. You mind if I join StreamYard? Yeah, where's your what's your Discord? I can try to find it. Did you delete it?
Also, Duck, you might want to do what Illogical did in his channel bio and put your email in the bio. That way we can contact, because again, there were problems with Instagram.
Put it in my. Oh, you got the link. Okay.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I've already got the. I already put my business email in my bio. You can.
Hey, speaking of Ben Shapiro, here she is.
It's Ben Shapiro from the Daily Wire.
Fuck you all. we're just waiting around for the women's show at 8, I'm guessing, right?
Hey.
Yeah, yes, we are. But we're we're currently going over upsets that have basically kind of changed their outlook on March Madness. Like Yale losing earlier, Merrimack forgetting how to play basketball against Siena.
Siena's a 16. All right,
But
so let me see.
Yes, Miami got in.
US.
My God.
Yeah. Miami got in. Okay. I'm just going to take a look here what we got. Let me see. Because this is my first time looking at the bracket. I just brought it up on ESPN. Let's see.
We got it right here. We got it right here, too.
Oh.
Also, Sarah, first of all, I just want to say thank you for the other day when you brought up an interesting fact, because you know who's in the same side of the bracket as North Dakota State? They're in the East region.
UCLA?
UCLA.
He's just happy because Elisa Leo's in the same region as him.
Horny.
Hey, she
horny.
is a golden goddess.
Horny.
Right?
Horny. Horny. Horny.
What about Oscar winner Melissa Leo? What are we talking about?
But have you ever gone to Twitter and seen the amount of freaking?
I avoid Twitter, so no.
Well, apparently she's been getting a whole lot of attention and a whole lot of people simping over her.
That's why I'm saying to Harvey, horny.
Okay.
Horny.
But I'm not discussing like they are. Okay, I'm more on the Instagram side of things. Instagram is more, respectful.
No, I'm gonna say no. I am gonna say this: is she beautiful? Yes.
Yes.
But the amount of people that are trying to
Oh,
get into her DMs, it's not healthy.
Oh, the figure skater. I thought we were talking about Melissa.
Yeah, we're talking
Leo.
about the figure skater that won gold for the US.
Okay, I thought you were talking about. Okay.
No.
What the hell were you thinking of, Judy?
All right,
We're talking about that figure skater that had the mixture of the gold and brown hair.
Yeah,
that was her.
I misheard what you said. I thought you were talking about Melissa Leo from.
No, it's Lisa Leo from.
What?
It's Lisa Leo.
All right,
from
let's see. So Duke, Siena, Ohio State, TCU.
Wait, you play Ohio State?
St. John's a 5 seed after winning.
Yeah, that shocked me.
I like that matchup for an upset.
Okay.
I like Northern Iowa.
Question though.
Why is Kansas a 4 seed?
Okay, hold on.
Because they've been.
What was the committee thinking put in St. John's as a 5 seed and UConn as a 2 seed, and then the Big East Championship, St. John's gave UConn belt to ass.
Because fuck you.
Because while St. John's did do good against UConn, they've had some trouble with about everybody else. Plus,
let's see. So Kansas and Cal Baptist. Never heard of Cal Baptist. CBU.
Yeah, Cal Baptist. It's a winner. Yeah, Cal Baptist. It's their first ever tournament, and they ended up winning the last ever WAC final before it becomes the United Athletic Conference.
Remember when Boise
Wait,
State
so they
in the
so
WAC?
wait,
Good times.
they beat Utah Valley?
Yep, they beat
Yes, they
Utah
did.
Valley with back-to-back 3-pointers in like the final minute.
Don't say it,
Remember
don't think it, don't say it, don't think it, don't say it, don't think it, don't say it, don't think it.
Remember when Boise State was in the WAC? Good times.
They handed off to Johnson. Boise State has won the Tostitos
So
Fiesta.
Cal Baptist won
Can you
with a bunch of
believe it?
3-point shots.
Yep,
I-
of course.
I guess you can. No, I'm not gonna do it.
Don't.
You already know where I was gonna go with the dark
Kirby.
humor.
Don't.
You already knew where I was gonna go with the dark humor. I'm not gonna say it. All right, Louisville,
Do it.
South Florida, Michigan State, and North Dakota State.
Yes,
get ready,
sir.
get ready to learn Tom Izzo in March, buddy.
Oh, you mean him? You mean him always choking in the big moments? Yeah, I'm ready to learn that because we're gonna kick his ass.
No, they always make it out of the first round. They choke later on.
I mean,
We're gonna 2016 Middle Tennessee
Either-
State them.
look, they're hit and miss. Now, I will ruin it by saying I do have Michigan State winning that game, but I would not be shocked if they get bounced.
Okay, but how's
UCLA,
FCS or
USF,
This to
FCS
me
finals?
is the more likely
Central
of the 14
Florida.
over 3.
I got Central Florida in that one.
UConn, and Furman.
Yeah.
If Furman does the funny again. All right. West, let me see. West, we have Arizona and LIU.
Yeah.
Why does Arizona always finds a way to play down a competition, but then they find a way to win, except when they lost to Princeton a couple of years ago?
Meanwhile, Floby just got done making his bracket. I'm gonna
In
make
fact,
mine.
I think they're the only. In fact, I think they're the only team to lose in a 15 over 2 upset twice.
Yeah.
Who was the first
They
time?
did it with Santa Clara one year, and then of course Princeton taking them out.
Although Princeton's not, honestly, if I'm being real, Princeton should not have been a Loki of 15 that year. I mean, I'm going to be real. They underrate the Ivy League schools so much. Like, they put the Ivy League always at like 13, 14, 15.
Yeah.
The Ivy League should be much higher. Like, put Ivy League at like 10, 11, 12.
I mean, Cornell, I remember one year got us.
Yeah. I think Cornell was a 14.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me see.
we
Villanova,
have
Utah
90.
State,
Hold on.
Wisconsin, and High. Oh, that's looky worrying for you, GDR.
I see a lot of people picking High Point, and my answer is
Rate
Bro.
it.
Bro thinks he's Dwayne the Cock Johnson.
You do
No.
realize what? You do realize you Wisconsin Badgers are so overconfident for a team that hasn't won a national championship in March Madness since 1941.
I'm not expecting us to win the championship. I do like the thought of shutting some people up by beating High Point.
Mm-hmm.
A High Point is like the thing is though. It's like weren't they a 30-win team this year? Or was that last year? I think that was last year.
This year.
Oh shit! Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's
they're
just
the
built
kids
on
this
last year. So
But-
that's why I said that's a little bit worrying. Although you guys did beat Illinois, because Illinois choked yet again in the Big Ten championship.
We beat
Conference.
Michigan in the regular season. We very nearly beat Michigan in the semis. And like this is a very I'm just to say this. This is a very cardiac Badgers team.
Yeah, that's why I said that. That's why I was going to say it's worrying because they're either hit or miss. Arkansas, Hawaii, that's really interesting for a 4-13. BYU
Should be
plays
Big 12 and Mountain West, because really Arkansas, except for basketball where they're actually good, Arkansas belongs in the Big 12 for everything else. Like their football team would be a consistent 10-win team if they were in the Big 12 over the SEC.
Yeah.
Arkansas
Let's go on.
Arkansas is historically in the fucking Big 10 SEC. Sorry, excuse me. BYU gets a play-in game. Who's that playing?
Texas and NC State.
What the fuck kind of playing game is that?
Probably one of the better ones we've gotten in recent memory.
Yeah, you have a fucking Power 5 versus a Power 5. I mean, did both get at-large bids?
Yeah, this is an at-large.
Okay. Gonzaga, Kennesaw.
Let's go, Gonzaga!
Ooh, that 7-10 is low-key spicy a little bit. Miami and Missouri. That's low-key spicy. And Purdue versus Queens, North Carolina. Purdue, are you going to choke again as a high seed in the first round?
I don't see it happening this year. I just don't see it.
I mean, people didn't expect them to lose to Fairleigh Dickinson, and then we all told you to get ready to learn New Jersey basketball, buddy.
Well, the good news for Purdue is New Jersey doesn't exist, at least in this part of the bracket.
I don't even think there's any New Jersey teams this year.
Yeah, it does, because dude, New Jersey clearly exists. Because when the Giants and the Jets shared the Super Bowl host,
New Jersey,
it was the average. Dude, for the marketing for Super Bowl 48 was New York and New Jersey.
You're missing the joke, Harvey.
You're missing the joke, buddy.
No, New Jersey does not exist. New Jersey is a creation conspiracy of the furry Illuminati. It does not exist.
This guy's not getting any of this. I've been watching, and the whole time it's all going. Meow.
Yeah, he's okay. No, that's Tennessee and Wyoming. For the second straight year, why did I say Wyoming? New Jersey does not exist in March Madness for the men.
Wyoming rarely exists for basketball either.
Okay.
So let's see the South region. Florida.
They actually do have a national championship in this sport. It's also in the 1940s, but my goodness.
DJ, I said nobody was gonna bring
DJ
Onion.
No. DJ, don't be starting
I'm
this.
gonna beat you over the top of the head with this here flashlight, because I need to interrogate you as to why you thought this was a good idea.
What?
Sour cream and onion ale?
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, it's better for potato chips, not frickin' drinks.
Okay, so Florida gets a play-in. Who the fuck do they get?
That's exactly what I was trying to avoid. I did not want anyone to bring up sour cream for the rest of the tournament.
Spicy one. A spicy
Lehigh, Prairie
View A&M and Lehigh.
Okay.
So that's a spicy one.
I know Lehigh wanted Duke. They're not going to get Duke unless
they're not going to get Duke.
They would have to make the Final Four to get Duke.
Dude, I said we shouldn't bring up sour cream for the entire tournament, and look what you did.
Clemson, Iowa.
That's another spicy 8-9 matchup.
Oh my
10-11.
9-11.
And he did the illogical joke. God damn it.
No.
That's me, or no, that's a logical thing, or sometimes me if I'm bored.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's normally a logical thing. All right.
Vanderbilt and McNessie with Amir Aura Khan. Yeah. He's back in the tournament. Mm-hmm. All right. Nebraska and Troy.
That's a very dangerous 4-13 matchup.
A lot of these 5-12s, 4-13, and 6-11s are interesting. The Tar Heels and VCU. Illinois and Penn, I can honestly see Illinois losing low-key, not going to lie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, the Ivy League hasn't lost a tournament game in almost a decade in the first round.
St. Mary's and Texas A&M. Houston and Idaho. Interesting.
Yeah. And we've been talking about Idaho being a potential being a potential 15/2. I just don't. I'm not sure if I could see it though.
I don't know. Michigan is a 1, so they get the other 16 of UMBC and Howard. UMBC, if you make it out of the play-ins, please do a funny again. Please do an extremely funny thing.
As a fan of a rival, please do it. Do it.
Of course, the Ohio State fan wants the funny.
I'm a Badger fan. I want to see.
Oh yeah, I want the funny. Are you kidding me? We all want it.
Georgia and St. Louis. St. Louis got it as a bid stealer. That's right. Texas Tech and Akron. There is a world where you could have Michigan and Akron in the Sweet 16.
Two could play that game, Duck. Two could play that game. Look at the Bison. Look at the Bison. Who would win in a fight? This is going down.
But for that to happen, the Akron Zips. The Akron Moaning Ducks would have to win 2 games.
Hey! You little.
I would have beat you over the top of the head with this here flashlight, because I need to interrogate you as to why you thought this was a good idea.
Unfortunately for Duck, I do have that.
Hey, 90Q, what the fuck? What the fuck, 90Q?
I'm not going to use it, but I do have it saved.
90Q saying make the Bison and whatever Duck has kiss. What the fuck?
Akron.
What the hell do you think this is? DreamWorks? What?
I've never smoked in my life, and yet I feel compelled to have to smoke a cigarette.
Shipper! This is not DreamWorks!
This is not Zootopia.
This is not Zootopia. This is not Nick and Judy. This is not the dragon and donkey. Enough of that.
Okay, Alabama and Hofstra. Interesting.
I got Hofstra there.
The war criminal organization known as Billy, Tennessee. They get a play-in, which is Miami, Ohio, and SMU. Ooh, Loki, I could see either one of those beating Tennessee.
Yeah. 90Q would say you have to connect your mic or
Virginia and Wright State. Kentucky's a 7 seed against Santa Clara, the 10. I could see Santa Clara winning.
Oh,
Sir.
Sir.
I've never smoked in my life, and yet I feel compelled to have to smoke a cigarette.
What is your fucking issue, brother? Embrace militarism, says DJ Malone, and Iowa State and Tennessee State. Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. Now 90Q is in. Now you're in.
I love StreamYard. I love them. I love them so much.
Okay. So what are we gonna have next? Because DJ brought up sour cream. Floey brought up Mahomes and Allen.
Well,
Harvey, I know you ain't the one talking right now, buddy. Slay down.
Hey.
Put on more with the Nick and Judy shippers.
Up.
Sir.
I haven't brought anything up. And if anything,
I made one joke, bro. I made one joke, and we're doing this. Okay.
Listen, Zippy is beautiful. She is a queen, but this is not DreamWorks.
I agree.
This is not DreamWorks. Okay, this is not Disney. This is not Zootopia. What in your furry ass made you think that was a good idea?
I thought it was funny.
And it's also
it was funny.
And I would also say it's not Bad Guys with Wolf and Diane, but then again, it's also part
We don't talk about that movie. We don't talk about it.
And also, Duck, there's only one queen in college sports, and Zippy ain't it.
Really? Because Zippy would beg to differ.
The Big Ten is better than the MAC.
Okay.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah, two could play at this game, motherfucker.
This is a very interesting stream. Okay, where were we left? Where did we leave off?
Right now she's going over her bracket and giving out her thoughts.
Come on. No, I was just giving out some thoughts I saw. I haven't made a full-on bracket yet. I just got home, so this is my first looking at the bracket.
90Q, let's
exactly.
Who do you think?
You don't get
exactly, DJ. I haven't brought up anything yet.
Who do I think
Okay.
what?
The selection
Who do you
Sunday
think
for the
is going to be
Hockeys
your
next
big
week.
upset?
That's a really good question. The thing about this is like if we were talking about teams like Belmont, like Liberty, Wilmington, like wait, I think it would have been a lot more obvious, but
Speaking
it's
of
not.
Belmont, we were actually going over all the conference tournaments where all the number one seeds went down.
Yeah.
This shocked the hell out of me because where the hell did Drake come from? Like, I get you're the defending champions, but I thought this was supposed to be an off year for you guys.
Drake was terrible this year. They weren't good at all.
No.
They had to literally rebuild their whole squad.
Mm-hmm. Number one.
Navy
Also,
went down.
Navy.
Oh yeah,
losing to
Navy.
Boston
Navy
University.
had
I
like
still think
what
Navy
6
would have been, like,
losses, and they didn't make it.
Not the Navy.
That was brutal. Navy going out. East Tennessee State.
East Tennessee State and Furman. Showing how
in the SoCon D's Nuts Conference.
Hey,
and unfortunately,
SFA.
Unfortunately,
you gotta deal with McNeese again.
You gotta deal with Amir Orakan again.
Get ready for the boom block. Wait, go back up. Go back up. I saw something. Go back up. Yeah.
Here we go.
This dude is Chris Collins right now. He's Chris Collins working right now.
St. Thomas. That would have been
really turning into fucking.
St. Thomas would have been a good one, but then they lost to
in brutal fashion.
But then again, North Dakota did give North Dakota State a decent fight because I remember watching them.
So if you go up to whatever conference it was, not McNeese, but the one above it, I think it was. Of course, we had a 6-7 matchup in the semis. Of course, that had to happen.
We're not doing this. Okay.
10-11.
All right.
8-9.
No.
Kids today, so desensitized by movies and television.
Okay.
Thank you, Jim Carrey.
10-11.
Okay. In terms of what I think would be the biggest upset, I know what you're thinking, Harvey. I'm not picking that one just for dignity.
This one,
and also this one also shocked me.
This pissed me off actually.
But like
this is in the SWAC. Bethune-Cookman, the top seed in the SWAC, out.
Had a chance to finally make the dance, and then turned into basketball diarrhea against the team that eventually won it.
Yeah.
The thing about
this reminded me a lot of when when Texas Southern was considered like the cockroach of the SWAC. They couldn't stop winning SWAC tournaments. Like when they took down top seeded Alcorn State, like, come on, seriously, SWAC, you had one job: get rid of all the roaches. You couldn't do it.
There's always going to be roaches in
Wait. Did I see the West Coast Conference?
Like HBCU.
Where's Gonzaga? Let's go.
There's a Western Athletic Conference.
Say goodbye, because that's the last time you're going to be seeing something like this.
Yeah. Really unfortunate how they're going to go out.
Well, technically, they're not going out.
They're not going out. They're just rebranding and merging with another conference.
Aren't they merging with another conference? Because I know the United.
They're merging with
most of the
FCS. They're merging with some of the teams in the Atlantic Sun. Like
because I was
I think the Atlantic Sun will still exist.
Like what they did in football, except
because I was about to say the United Athletic Conference already exists in FCS.
Yeah, because they're going to be all now. This is going to be all across all their sports. So let's go back to the big bracket. And we're about 10 minutes away from the women's selection show.
I think, Duck, if you want, you fill in the women's bracket. I can just tell you who's what. I think if you want, I'll take charge on this by saying who gets what. If you want to do that, because I think you probably did the men's.
Yeah, I did the men's.
Because I know if the last couple of years when me and you have done the streams together, I've given updates on the women's games while we've been doing the men's games. So.
Meanwhile, they're going over all the 6v11 matchups.
Yeah.
Because
So
A lot
guys,
of these look very spicy. Like I could even see VCU giving North Carolina a run for their money. We've said South Florida could give Louisville a run for their money.
I mean, they're pretty good games.
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest.
VCU
Like
making a deep run.
the biggest upset I can see is like an 11 over a 6. I think it's really hard for me to like actually justify going any like further away than that. Like I can definitely see it for a lot of these teams, but I think it's in like terms of just being realistic. I think like the 11 over 6 one. I would be honestly surprised if that would. If there's actually more than that.
I still remember filling out my bracket in 2019. I didn't get any of the Final Four picks right, but I did manage to get all 3 of the 12-5 upsets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, including GDR's Wisconsin. Sorry to bring it up. Against Oregon.
Yeah.
But
when it comes
2024. No, you can go. You can go.
Oh, sorry. No, and when it comes to me picking my brackets, like I've never picked a national champion, but I have picked 3 teams correctly to go Final Four.
What
2021 Gonzaga, and then last year Auburn and Duke.
Closest I got to picking a national champion was Purdue 2020.
This is a random as fuck play-by-play and all that for the first 4. So normally the first 4 is going to be Jordan Kent, Jim Spankerel, and Jenny Dell. Except for on Tuesday where we have Texas and NC State. Play-by-play Brian Anderson. Analysts Charles Barkley and ESPN's Dick Vitale.
Yeah, there was something they worked out earlier in the season that they could have Barkley and Dickie V working together. And Barkley, of course, is still going to be working
CBS
Epic
stuff. Dude, CBS Epic failed. The Final Four was in San Antonio last year. You should have had Charles Barkley then.
Yes, they should have.
Yeah.
A big old
Too bad
woman in San Antonio.
Too bad he was partying with them big old women down there in San Antonio.
Okay, so here are the times.
Churros.
First 4 games on
And then churros, like
6:40 will be UMBC and Howard.
Harvey!
What did Harvey do?
DDR, not you two!
God damn it, you motherfuckers!
Sarah, where's the women's tournament being revealed? Is it on CBS?
It's on ESPN.
It's on ESPN.
So
why did he regulate it to ESPN?
because ESPN has the women's March Madness.
ABC carries some of it too, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, churros and Shaq soda.
So you have you have the men's on the Turner Sport, on CBS and Turner Sports, and then you have the women on ABC, on the networks of ESPN, including some games on ABC.
Yeah. Okay.
The championship of the
so here's your tip-off times. So for the first 4, we have this Tuesday, 6:40 is UMBC and Howard. 9:10, as we mentioned, is Texas and NC State. That special Charles Barkley and Dickie Vitale game with Brian Anderson. On Wednesday at 6:40, it's Prairie View and Lehigh. At 9:10, it's Miami of Ohio and SMU.
I will say, on Wednesday, I am going to be away for a meeting because I'm meeting with the local club.
Is the logical substitute hosting?
No, I plan on going. I'm not sure when I'll be back home, but I should be back in time for like the end of Prairie View in Lehigh. I'll let you guys know, but I'm going to start the stream at like around, say about 8 o'clock or so.
Okay. So, our first round games on Thursday. Here is what we have. The Crew in Buffalo, New York will be Brian Anderson, Jim Jackson, and Allie LaForce. Their games are at 12:15 on CBS, South Florida and Louisville. 2:45 on CBS. This is all Eastern. North Dakota State and Michigan State. 6:50
I'll be on stream for that. Let's
TNT.
Hey.
UMBC Howard winner versus Michigan. And 9:20 p.m. on TNT, St. Louis and Georgia. The Greensville, South Carolina crew is Tom McCarthy, Candace Parker, Dan Bonner, and AJ Ross. Their games are on Thursday, 12:40 on True TV, Penn versus Illinois, 3:10 VCU on True TV. It will be where is it? VCU, North Carolina. 7:10 p.m. on CBS, TCU and Ohio State. Wait, they play Ohio State?
Wait, you play Ohio State?
And at 9:40 on CBS, Siena, Duke. At the Oklahoma City games, the crew for that is Andrew Catalan, Steve Lappas, and Evan Washburn. Your games are as follows. 1:40 p.m. on TNT, McNeese versus Vanderbilt. 4:10 p.m. on TNT, Troy versus Nebraska. 7:25 on TBS, Texas A&M versus St. Mary's. And 9:55 on TBS, Idaho versus Houston. And the crew in Portland, Oregon, starting at 2 o'clock Eastern. That is Brad Nessler, Brendan Haywood, and Jared Greenberg. At 2 o'clock on TBS, from Portland, we have Hawaii and Arkansas. At 4:30, it will be High Point in Wisconsin. At 7:35 on True TV, it will be Kennesaw State and Gonzaga. And at 10:05, it will be the winner of Texas and NC State versus BYU. On Friday.
All right.
Starting with the games in Tampa. Your crew is the number one crew. On Eagle, Bill Rafferty, Grant Hill, Tracy Wolfson.
Iron Eagle,
yep. At 12:15 on CBS, it will be Iowa and Clemson. At 2:45 on CBS, the winner of Prairie View A&M and Lehigh versus Florida. At 6:50 on TNT, it will be Hofstra versus Alabama. And at 9:20 on TNT, it will be Akron versus Texas Tech. That is the games in Tampa. The first round games in Philadelphia with Sparrow Dennis, Jim Spankerell, and John Rothstein. It will be at 12:40 on True TV, Furman versus UConn. 3:10 on True TV, UCF versus UCLA. 7:10 on CBS, the winner of Miami, Ohio, SMU versus Tennessee. And at 9:40, Wright State versus Virginia on CBS. At the games in St. Louis, Missouri, the crew there is Brandon Gaudin, Chris Webber, and Andy Katz. At 1:40 on TNT, it will be Santa Clara versus Kentucky. At 4:10, it will be Tennessee State versus Iowa State. At 7:25 on that first game is on TNT. At 7:25 on TBS, it'll be Queens versus Purdue. And at 9:55 on TBS, it will be Missouri versus Miami of Florida. And the final crew that will be jacking it in San Diego.
Jacking it.
Jacket for the Lord. It is Kevin Harlan, Robbie Hummel, Stan Van Gundy, and Lauren Shahadi. At 2 o'clock on TBS, Cal Baptist versus Kansas. This is essentially a home game for Cal Baptist. Could we have an upset here in the 413?
Possibly.
Maybe. Northern Iowa versus St. John's at 4:30. At 7:35 on True TV, LIU versus Arizona. And at 10:05 on True TV, it will be Utah State versus Villanova. So those are the times for the first four and the first round games, and also
usually round two they get announced right, like when there's like one or two games left.
Yeah, so that is that's the times and what crew's on what. The rankings for the field of 68 is out. Duke is your number one overall seed, and 68th place, you're the worst overall. They have it ranked.
But here we go.
Prairie View A&M. But now it's time to go.
Let's get to the women's side.
Thank you for the lovely breakdown, as always, Sarah.
It's time to respect Whammon.
Whammon.
Where do my girls from Green Bay end up?
Putting it up on my TV. It's time for selection.
We already
Sunday
know.
for women.
We already know Ohio State's going to be It's going to be leading. It's going to be hosting one of the pods.
Okay,
so
here we
let's
go.
see which they get.
Roll that beautiful NCAA footage.
Time for a montage.
Time for a montage as we shift to Phoenix.
Duck, what do we call the opposite of like being totaled? Because I think California Baptist, they got both
being
of their.
told is just a sweep.
Sweep.
24 Amper really doesn't go into much detail.
Because I think California Baptist did a sweep when
They did a sweep.
Idaho did a sweep.
They did a sweep. Idaho did a sweep.
Yeah, Idaho too.
Idaho did a sweep. Duke did a sweep.
I wonder which
Howard
arena
did
in
a
Phoenix
sweep.
they're going to be in.
And High Point did a sweep for the second year in a row. Because the High Point women also go back to back.
Please do not put Kentucky in UConn's bracket. Oh my god.
Monkey paw curls. You're getting UCLA.
You're
screwed. Meanwhile,
you're screwed either way.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Right.
Admittedly, I don't really know too much about the women's bracket this time around, so I'm kind
And the
of going into
lab
this
has
blind.
been, as you can see,
Okay.
the lab has been shut down. The bracket has been made.
Let me just put to you this way. It's difficult to figure out who's going to be the final four teams in the men's bracket, but for the women, it's kind of obvious. UConn, UCLA, South Carolina, Texas.
Well, here we go.
I saw North Dakota State was like in like the final four in the women's bracket for like a month ago. I don't know how it's like that now.
You mean in the first four?
Yeah, first four out or something like that. I don't know what happened to them.
Yeah, it's because they ended
better
up
get in. We better freaking get in. I'm not going to be mad
because
we're in the
they
men's tournament, but-
lost. Well, let's see. Charlie Kreb has them as one of the next four out. I hate to say it, Harvey. I think you're going to be missing out. I think the women are going to be missing out.
Yeah, looks like the six pack isn't gonna happen, even though because we won 5 national championships in Division II in the '90s. So
yeah.
So where are the regionals supposed to happen?
Regionals include Fort Worth hosting regions 1 and 3, and Sacramento hosting regions 2 and 4.
That's awesome.
We will have New Jersey represented in this bracket at least, because Fairleigh Dickinson has made the tournament by winning the conference tournament today.
Yep.
Nice.
Storyline to watch: Swan Song for seniors. Isn't that every year just a swan song for seniors?
Yes. It always is.
What the heck? I just get all this.
Rising level of competition. Press X to down. I don't even think we had a single upset last year in the first round.
Hold on. So, by the way, these are not real.
What?
It's currently saying that the tip times are not real. So,
Okay.
That's what they're
The
saying.
men's?
They're saying wait until somebody by the name of the NCAA or Matt Norlander.
Okay.
Until any of them.
I mean, it looked pretty official to me.
Oh, look.
They know. But there it is, the top seed, the overall number 1. It's no shock. It's UConn.
Wow. Who could have?
Wow, what a shocker.
Wow.
Oh my god.
They're not even a 1 seed. They're a 0.5 seed at this point.
Wow.
No, they're the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, seed at this point.
Yep,
there's
UConn, the number 1.
UConn is the number 1 seed. And out of there,
y'all are gonna be ahead of me.
UTSA.
UTSA.
The champions out of the South, the champions out of Conference USA,
Okay, so that
the
tells
American,
me
I should say. They ended up. They were the number 1 seed in the American last year. They lost to Rice in the number 9.
All righty.
Number 9 seed that year, and guess what? They're getting revenge. Iowa State is traveling to Connecticut.
Oh wait, Rice is getting in, right?
Yeah,
They
Iowa
only lost
State's
one
also
game.
going to Connecticut as the 8th seed. So I'll take over from here. And they're going to be facing the number 9 seed. They're still showing Iowa State. I'm waiting for them to show me a number 9.
Yep, who are you gonna play? Congratulations.
The Syracuse Orange.
Congratulations, Syracuse. You are not getting totaled.
Nice.
And there's the party in going on in Syracuse.
I'm way far behind on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. It's
Yeah.
alright though.
It's all good.
UNC, the 4 seed.
North Carolina.
So they're hosting this part.
So
of the
they'll be
first and second
hosting
round.
in Chapel Hill.
Yep.
And there's right
13
there,
seed.
it's the
It's gonna be
Leathernecks
Western Illinois.
of Western Illinois, the Ohio Valley Tournament champions. The Leathernecks are in. They were the regular season and tournament winners.
Oh, why did they skip the 5 seed? Is it
Because the top 4 seeds
because the top 4 host the first and
and
second
Maryland
round.
is your 5
Oh,
seed.
gotcha.
Yeah.
The next one is the 3 and a 14 game.
Wait a minute. Why are they doing it out of order?
Because they host.
the
I think.
top 4 host. Because the top 4 seeds in each region host the first and second round games.
Yeah.
Which is funny if one of those teams is one and done.
Which
Murray
usually doesn't
State.
happen. Murray
is the
State,
number
according to
12.
Amper, and I do see it. 31-3 Murray State Racers.
They just won. They did win the Missouri Valley Championship earlier today over Evansville. And I believe they're just waiting around. Ladies, you're in.
There's a big delay going on.
React, goddammit, react!
There was
Hello.
It was
They
like
had
it
a
was
big
like
delay.
in the men's bracket too. They like
And
I don't know.
there we are.
So we're going to the 3 seed, and it's Ohio State.
To Columbus you go. The number 3 seed, they lost to UCLA, who I believe is in the Big Ten semis.
And we're waiting for it. Amper says Howard, and it is Howard.
It's Howard.
HORWARD. Yeah.
Oh, Howard swept.
Oh, Howard.
Yeah, Howard with the
MEAC.
sweep in the MEAC.
That's okay.
And look, they got the men there with them too.
They got the men, they got the women.
Nice.
It's a party.
Yeah.
It's a party down in
Howard
the
doesn't have to
cesspool
go
of the planet.
through the plans for the women, but
And there is Notre Dame. Of course, they put them in Columbus.
Notre Dame. So Howard, guess what? Wait, they play Ohio State?
Wait, you play Ohio State? Yeah, Notre Dame, the number 6 seed. And they're going up against Fairfield, the champions
Ooh.
out of the Metro Atlantic.
Bro.
The
The
Metro
Metro, baby.
Atlantic.
You love that.
The MAC, I think.
MAC. But it's going to be the final year under the Metro Atlantic name.
Yeah, they're
probably gonna
renaming it.
turn into the Metro Atlantic Athletic Association or the MA.
I believe this is the highest a MAC school has ever been seeded, says Amper.
Vanderbilt is the number 2
Vanderbilt's the number
seed.
2.
And Nashville, they're going to be hosting some games in Memorial Gymnasium. I hope
St.
the
Louis hosts. Wait a minute. St.
Louis.
Louis gets Missouri, Purdue, Kentucky, and Iowa State for the men's. Wow, that's money printing for them. Those are essentially all home games.
Oh yeah, there's going to be a whole lot of people over there in the Enterprise Center.
So they're like on opposite thing. That's literally all home games then because it's.
And there's
For
High
those
Point.
4. And High Point for the women, the 15.
Wait, so High Point also sweeps then.
Back-to-back sweeps of the Big South for the High Point Panthers. And High Point will be traveling to Nashville.
I would not be surprised if High Point moves up a conference or two in the next couple of years there.
And there's Illinois.
Illinois 7.
Number 7 seed, the Final Illini. They're excited. There they are.
They both are in.
And they'll be facing Colorado.
So this is Regional 1 in Fort Worth.
Regional 1 in Fort Worth. Hold on 1 second.
And they're getting the Colorado, the Stormin' Dions. The fucking Dions.
Yeah.
Illinois is in Colorado. That's going to be really interesting.
So let's see. 2016, 27, 28 over in Fort Worth. So this is Fort Worth 1.
This is 4-1, yeah.
Hold on.
Not a fan of UTSA not being in a play-in, says Roy.
Fort
They're
Worth
not. They're
1
not
in
an
there.
A10 team, are they? Because he has a deep-seated hatred of the A10. These nuts.
No.
No, I don't. Are you talking about UTSA?
Yeah.
UTSA.
Yeah, UTSA is in the A10.
No, they're not.
They're not.
No, never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, now that the bracket is filled out, DJ, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, DJ? What do you mean by that?
Their feed for
Sacramento 1, Regional number 2.
Yep, hold on. And that is where UCLA,
UCLA
is
is your 1 seed.
Let's go!
Oh, they are? Okay. I wasn't
Yeah.
sure what's going on because the screen kind of had a glitch and then, oh, hi, UCLA. All right.
So this is
So
Regional
moving on
2, a.k.a.
Yeah,
Sacramento
California
1.
Baptist. Oops.
And they're getting California
Where's the crowd?
Baptist.
Nice.
With their second appearance in the women's tournament. Their first one ever was in 2024. So we have a Battle of California in the 116.
Why?
And the next one, Oklahoma State. I hope you like seeing orange.
Yeah.
Oh, they got
wow, they got Pyro.
4 and 8 seed.
The Cowgirls are in.
We got Pyro.
No. Oh, geez. You face Princeton.
Princeton, single-digit Ivy League.
I'm telling you, the women's selection
Ivy
committee
League
love the
usually
Ivy
The
League.
first Ivy League team to make it to the women's tournament 5 straight years.
This is in Minneapolis because we got
Minneapolis.
Minnesota up next.
We're going to
Minnesota.
A very
you have that clipper now. Doc, do you have the Minnesota Clipper now?
I don't have Joe Biden's.
All right. Don't worry. Put it up.
Oh.
Number 13, Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Well.
Wisconsin.
They're just now showing the Pyro with
Green Bay, guess what? You're going to
Minnesota.
Go to the back room. Bring it up.
Wait.
7. Damn it.
Green Bay is playing Minnesota. Oh,
I have it sitting in the back room. Bring it in.
Hold on. Did you send it to me?
You know what?
No, I have it in the. I have it. I'm sharing it in the back room. You have to bring it up.
Minnesota!
Hold on 1 second.
All right.
Ole Miss, by the way, is
Number
the
five.
number 5.
Ole Miss.
Yep, number 5, Old Miss, and they're gonna play the 12th
Oh,
seed Gonzaga
Gonzaga.
Bulldogs.
Oh,
yeah.
my
Gonzaga.
God.
Traveling
Dude.
the Spokane.
NCAA Women's Selection Committee. Do you know what you've just done? There are going to be so many memes about Minnesota playing Green Bay in the first round.
Duke is the number 3 seed. We're headed to Durham.
We're going to Durham, the 3 seed, the Duke
Oh,
Blue
my
Devils.
God.
Oh, dude. I could see Ohio State.
I might watch that game
UConn in
just
this Elite
because.
Oh, I can totally
Duke
see it.
went from being 3-6 to ACC champions.
And there is your only tournament debutant for the women this year, Charleston. Charleston, their first ever tournament appearance. They won the CAA tournament earlier today
College
against
of
Bell. Never made the tourney
Charleston.
club women's member in Hofstra.
It looks like they're at a restaurant.
Making their tournament debut.
That's a straight up restaurant. You're right.
Dog.
What?
I see a dog.
Someone has a dog. With
Doggy. There's a puppy.
Puppy.
Baylor
Puppo.
is the number 6.
Baylor Bears.
The women for the Big 12 tournament, the women didn't use that shitty ass
court.
Like the glass one?
No, the glass they used that. They did use that.
Oh,
for the women?
May that never.
Yeah. They used that for the whole tournament. It managed to survive. Oh, there's your first play in.
Oh, it survived.
Nebraska and Richmond. Richmond get in.
Richmond's camera is not
Richmond
working.
Spiders. Oh boy.
Oh, that's
They
not
were
good.
jumping so hard they broke the camera, but
that is not good. That's not good for the bowl teams.
Incoming Roy in Matt in
LSU,
3.
we're heading to Baton Rouge, the number 2 seed. LSU, the number 2 seed, and this one will be hosted by Baton Rouge.
LSU is the number 2.
And who are you guys gonna play in your first round game?
We got
Jacksonville, out of the Atlantic Sun. The Atlantic Sun tournament champions.
Jacksonville.
And
is
Texas
pretty good.
Tech.
Tech is the
out of the
7.
Big 12. So both Red Raider teams making it in.
Yeah, first
These two
bid
teams
for
are
Jacksonville in
93, they won a national title. And
Yeah,
they're going to get Hope
Villanova.
University, Villanova.
Oh, Villanova is a 10 seed in both tournaments then. Oh, no.
Villanova was
okay.
a number.
Okay, who was I
it was a
thinking of
number
then?
8.
Yeah, they got 8. I don't know what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have
so-
to be Sweet 16 for that to happen, Big Red.
But you liking your matchup there, GDR?
Why did it have to be Minnesota? Why couldn't it have been Why couldn't it have been someone a little easier, like this year's edition of Tennessee?
Okay.
Get ready.
GDR.
Tennessee lost too many games.
Get ready for
GDR.
Packer Viking memes, buddy.
Yeah, get ready.
If Green Bay loses to the Gophers, I dare you to get a JJ McCarthy jersey.
No,
Okay, but
Kyler
Green
Murray.
Bay's a
Kyler Murray's
13
the new-
seed. It's like guaranteed Minnesota will win. It's the women's tournament.
Yeah, women's tournaments, you still get upsets, but not quite.
Not top 4 seed upsets.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get
Quite top 4 seed
upsets.
upsets. Those are very
I
rare.
wasn't expecting that.
We were one
They're
pick
very
away
rare.
from a perfect women's bracket last year. That's how crazy the tournament was last year.
No, it was
But
more so
look at
it was
that.
just
Look at that up
awful
top.
last year.
Look at that up top. UCLA.
I mean, still, that was
number
one. That's one
seed.
pick.
Let's go.
And now here they go. They're talking about UConn.
Well,
They're
yeah,
going really
because
fast. They're not
this
going to
is
commercial.
the dominant team. I mean, whether one
Yeah.
likes
I
it
was,
or not.
yeah, I was wondering why don't they drag it out? Oh, it's because they don't have commercials.
Yeah, and,
So they
and
don't-
now
so-
here comes them talking about UConn.
Or they could do some.
Ow.
Now is your commercial.
Okay. I'm sorry. Is this year's UConn just like the '96 Bulls? Like, what are we doing?
Mind you, they don't have Paige Johnson. They don't have Paige Beckers. I don't think they have any of the other stars from the past couple of years.
Oh, so this is like a brand new team then, in a way.
Probably.
That's great.
And
That's
now
great.
we're
If
on
it's a young
commercial
squad,
break.
that's crazy. Because that. Because that means that they're
Sadly,
only going to get
they're
better.
Honestly,
they're doing one in San Antonio.
okay.
Oh, speaking
honestly,
of anything, there's Shaq. And of course, if any of those first through fourth seeds
Harvey, you are not
in the
being
women
LSU.
fail, we're gonna send the gals to Texas, where that dirty ass water be washing up on shore and they at the beach.
Oh God, here we go.
Shaq having a much shorter free throw line. That's funny.
Oh, they actually are
Because
doing
he
a
was
commercial.
bad at free throws.
And now Shaq using auto-tune.
Yeah. But okay, if there was any team to beat UCLA, if there was any team to beat UConn in this tournament, who do you guys think would beat UConn?
No, there's no one beating them. I don't see it.
There's no way beating them.
No one is beating UConn this year.
Gino being kidnapped by ninjas.
You would. Yeah. The entire University of Connecticut would have to mysteriously disappear in order for UConn
Gino
to not
being
win
suddenly
this
replaced by Charles Barkley E. Churros.
CDR!
What?
You're saying he was making a joke saying UCLA. I'm sorry, UConn would have to be replaced by Charles Barkley eating churros for them not to win.
Nah.
And he's doing it. Yeah.
Wait. Is that a metaphor for something? Because look at the hand gestures GDR was doing to Charles Barkley.
No, Harvey.
And they bring back Shaq's soda.
Now I can get on to you, bro. Now I can because you promised yourself you were gonna say anything crazy. Now you're just out here.
It's Harvey and Floby. Why do you have any expectations?
It's usually Harvey and Floby. Those two.
I said I wouldn't say anything crazy about UCLA.
Well, I think you've done it like 3 times now since I joined.
Yeah,
so
he's already.
I think you failed
yeah,
that.
you've already done that numerous freaking times.
Question is,
or as Shadow the Hedgehog calls it, University of Comfy Latina Asses. Wait.
Also, we don't know the whole bracket yet, so maybe UConn will get like a really tough.
This commercial
2
break
seed.
can't come back soon enough.
Hey, yo, sir, Paul.
MLB, ESPN is now the home of MLB TV, just like how NHL.TV went to ESPN.
Yeah, so what 2 seeds are left? What 2 seed could UConn go up against?
I mean,
Well,
whoever
you
the
kind
hell
of
that seed is
you
in
got
their division.
Texas left for the potential number 1, and you got South Carolina.
And
Speaking of which, there are these 2 right now.
Texas and South Carolina
is laying down. Hi, South Carolina. Hi, Texas.
resume comparison for, even though we still have 2. There's still 2 1 seeds yet to go. Come on.
Yeah, there's 2 number 1 seats left.
Wins above bubble rank.
Hands the fuck up!
They don't want to. And it is Texas.
Texas gets it over South Carolina for Fort Worth. They're Fort Worth 2.
For Fort Worth 2.
Well, South Carolina probably still getting a 1.
Oh, yeah.
Unless they did a whole section of the bracket and completely missed it.
Nope. We're good.
Ooh.
And Missouri State and Stephen F. Austin is the next one.
Not much reaction from the Stephen F. Austin side, but Missouri State, hey, streamers.
They're definitely on.
What the?
Wait, Missouri? Wait, no, they didn't make. Wait, yeah, they didn't make it. Because I forgot the men's Conference USA tournament was insane.
Oregon Ducks.
The Ducks.
Number 8
What are you doing in Oregon?
What are you talking about?
What the heck a Duck doing in Oregon?
I'm not in Oregon, dumbass.
Virginia Tech.
They're green. Virginia
Enter
Tech
Sandman is the 9th seed.
Congratulations, Virginia Tech. You are not getting totaled.
That is not a good sign for both teams.
Don't even go there. West Virginia is also hosting one.
West Virginia.
Going to
Mama.
Morgantown.
We're going to Morgantown, yep.
We're in
Texas.
Morgantown.
That's in Austin, by the way.
Yeah, Austin.
Yes.
And that's Miami of Ohio.
Miami
Your
of Ohio
MAC
both
tournament
make it
champions.
They both get
team
in.
seed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the thing is, this Miami team was able to win their conference tournament as a 1 seed. Why couldn't the men do the same? Kentucky is the next one, the number 5 seed.
They're
They're a big
19th
red.
appearance. They're
That's where your girls are going.
So they're going to Morgantown.
As for who
So
they're
who they're gonna play?
Pretty good.
It's gonna
So
be.
they're gonna play.
Number 12.
Play.
Come on! James
Madison, the Sun Belt tournament
man.
champions.
That might be an upset.
That could be a. Oh yeah, that could be a big.
That's a 5-12 waiting to happen.
So what you're saying is there's
what's
the
the record?
potential
It's
Oregon
not up
James
for me
Madison
yet.
college football
26 and
playoff
8,
Sweet
but
16.
James Madison is like one of the better mid majors.
Not really.
I gotcha. Where's Tennessee
Meanwhile,
at?
we're
It
headed
hasn't.
to
Tennessee hasn't
Louisville.
been announced.
Louisville's
Cardinals.
the 3 seed.
Not happening.
Yeah, Louisville is the number 3 seed.
What was the last 12/5 upset in the women's bracket?
I'm
I
not
think
sure.
a couple of years ago.
Yeah. And
Wasn't
there's
that
Vermont.
South Dakota against
Champions out of the America
Vermont.
East.
I don't remember.
The Catamounts.
Honestly, if there was a chance at a potential home upset, this could be this. And then there's Alabama, the number 6 seed out of the SEC.
Alabama. Sweet home Alabama.
And they're going up against the Atlantic 10 champions,
Rhode
Rhode
Island.
Island.
It'd be funny if the game that we get in the second round in Louisville is Rhode Island, Vermont.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
weird.
That'd be extremely fucking funny.
And number 2 seed here is Michigan.
Michigan, the 2 seed. Somebody's doing the splits.
Yeah, but the question is, who does Michigan get?
Michigan, who are you going to get? I'm waiting for Amper to type it because I guess I'm slow to ESPN is slow. Holy Cross.
Holy Cross.
Holy Cross.
Wait, I'm on ties with Amper? What?
Yes, you're ahead of me. I'm
Yeah,
looking at
Holy Cross.
I'm looking at
they
you,
won
Tree.
the Patriot League final over Lehigh. NC
You guys
State
are
will
like
be the number 7 seed in this one.
Yep, NC State 7 seed.
They just announced Holy Cross for me, y'all. This is funny.
NC State
And
11
our
straight
10
20 wins
seed
season.
is
Who's it gonna be?
up. There's the Tennessee Lady Balls. Congratulations, you didn't drop out. Wow, a team like Tennessee at number 10.
Kind of figured they
Weren't
would.
they like a predicted like 2 seed at one point?
Yeah, they were. Well, Billy, you were
Okay.
asking where Tennessee was at. There you go.
This
You're
does
going
not
to
look good because
crazy.
that means that this does not look good because that means South Dakota State's in the last bracket, and I doubt they put 2 teams from the same conference in the same bracket.
Asinine Tennessee.
And
selections
Billy is
this
not
morning.
loving where
Wait,
he's
who-
going.
Wait,
Billy's not loving it.
who won the Summit League in the women?
Summit League was South
Billy,
Dakota.
you're going to Michigan, but you got to get through NC State first.
Get ready to learn Wolfpack basketball, buddy.
And that leaves us
Yeah, that.
with 1
And this one's going to be Sacramento 2. So let's head over there.
So
Yeah,
that was
Bill,
the
get
Ann
ready
Arbor
to lose
region.
to
That's probably
Jimmy
the most
V's.
interesting region so far. Wait, no, is that Fort Worth? No, it's the Fort Worth. It's Fort Worth number
Fort
2.
Worth was the second. No, this one was the second.
But first,
okay,
AT&T commercial.
An AT&T commercial, so we must wait. Sacramento 2.
Number 2.
Sacramento 2 is coming up.
Number 2.
And we pretty much already know who the top seed in this one's going to be. South Carolina.
Yeah.
So
It has to be South Carolina.
Okay, I'll be right back.
South Carolina, the top seed.
After
Well, we still need to
Sacramento
figure
1.
out who is going to Columbia.
After Sacramento 1, Roy was like Princeton W. He was saying Duke should have been a 2, and he's like 2-bid A10 barf.
2-bid A10.
Roy hates the A10 so much. He doesn't like ACC. It says ACC just means less, but he also hates the A10.
This is why I was hoping
He
Dayton
didn't
would
time
have won.
stop.
This is why I was hoping Dayton would have won in the final earlier because
right.
I don't know why Roy hates the Atlantic 10 with a burning passion, but I think it's hysterical.
Mentally preparing myself for a dismal USC at it, and Tennessee being an 8 sequel. Tennessee was a 10. He called it asinine.
So
yeah,
this
Tennessee
means...
was a 10, but Charlie Krem basically had them as like a number 9. Well, guess
And
what?
the NIT doesn't even get a
8.
selection show on TV anymore. They do it now on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, it shows how much it's fallen off.
Yeah.
It really does.
So this means that South Carolina will be the last number 1, which means the Gamecocks are number 1. They're pulling their cock out.
So, I'm pretty sure we're not doing a stream for it, but the NIT selection apparently isn't even on TV. It is on there.
I know. I said that.
Oh,
I
never
just
mind.
said that. But we're not going to be live for that. We don't care about the NIT. I mean, okay.
We're not going to go live for
don't-
the NIT. We're
we
just
don't
going to
necessarily care about.
We're going to go
selection
up
shows.
till we're going to go to like 10 o'clock sharp talking about the women's side, even though we pretty much know it's.
I mean, I'm probably going to drop not long after they finish this, but just kind of.
It's all good. We'll gladly talk. We'll gladly talk over the women's side here.
Dude, literally, this whole tournament could be described in the Dude Perfect March Madness stereotypes video when they were filling out the brackets and they were like, okay, women's bracket, UConn. Wait, nobody's saying Mississippi State this year?
UConn. Really? Nah. I still remember that. And it's one of the few times where I was disappointed with the Rage Monster. I'm like, come on, Cody. Their opportunity was right there. And like, I would have crashed out if Michigan State were to take it out in the first round. Like, 2016. Yeah.
We're back from commercial.
Yeah, we're back now. 4 schools are on the brink being totaled: Mississippi State, Stanford, Rice, and Utah.
Yep. But yeah, Richmond is leaving after finding out where they're going. Yep, we pretty much do it. South Carolina.
They're pulling their cocks out.
South Carolina.
Sir!
They are the ones.
Hey, yo, sir, Paul.
Now while we're filling out the bracket, dude, what's with you?
They're the Gamecocks. What do you expect?
I don't care, but you could have saved those jokes for like later. Like when
And they're gonna play Southern or Samford.
Southern or Samford. Samford, the only team in this tournament with a losing record, 14-16, yet they make it in to the tournament by virtue of going on an unprecedented run in the frickin' SoCon tournament. Clemson is your number 8.
Clemson is the number 8. Oh, South.
Could we see the Palmetto
We might have
Palmetto in the second round.
Could we see the Palmetto matchup?
Oh,
shit.
Not if the University of Spain.
And here comes the
USC.
other USC. The spoiled children are the 9 seed.
There you are, ladies.
Oh my god.
You are
Potential
in.
Cox versus Trojans second round? What?
Stop! Hey, yo! Sir! Pause!
Save that for when we go over the whole bracket. What is with you?
You need to stop doing that.
And there's Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's the 4.
And we're headed to Norman. Sorry if I'm making the headache worse, GDR.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
We're
Number
going
13.
to Norman. Boomer sooner, boomer soon.
Back out.
And there's
Idaho.
The Vandals.
29-5 Idaho.
29-5. They were the top seed in the Big Sky. Meanwhile, the men going on an unprecedented Cinderella run as the number 7 seed. Another one of our sweeps for this year.
Yep.
And Vandals 29-5.
Program
Michigan
record.
State in as
They
the
got-
number
They
5.
got medals? Michigan
Yeah.
State the 5.
Yeah, they usually. Yeah, the Big Ten was also giving out medals for all the champions.
Spartans head to Oklahoma to face.
Spartans head to Oklahoma. Do we see a potential 12-5 upset?
Colorado State.
Number 12 is going to be Colorado State.
West.
Wild,
That
why
could
are
be a
you down
5-12.
2-0 to the Maple Leafs?
That could be a 5-12.
Because you touch yourself at night.
Ah!
So
We're not doing it here.
is
We're doing it to
3 seed.
TCU. You're going to be hosting some games. We're heading to Fort Worth. 29-5. Lost in the Big 12 final to West Virginia, but still a very good season for the Horned Frogs.
Yeah, 29-5. Still going to host some games.
UC San Diego, the Tritons, the champions out of the Big West.
UC San Diego. So they're going to be jacking it from San Diego over to Fort Worth.
Jacking it.
Smacking it, smack. And Big Reds.
Number
USC,
6.
if they had Juju, maybe, but no, says Big Red. And Big Red says, all hail the Hypno-Toad.
Washington is the number 6 seed traveling.
Washington's the 6th seed. The Huskies of Washington.
Now, it's time for one more play. Nope, never mind.
No,
South
in
Dakota
South Dakota
State.
No, the 16 was your last play-in.
Oh, yeah, the 16 was the last play in this night.
Actually, wait, no, we might have a play-in.
Iowa is the number 2 seed. We're heading to Iowa City. This is your last region here. This is your last sub-region here. And the camera broke.
Come on. We're probably not going to do it, but come on.
Dude,
Here's
that's
the number
number
15.
7-10. Haunts.
Fairleigh Dickinson.
New Jersey basketball. We're going to lose badly. Good wins, though, for Fairleigh Dickinson.
We have to be a 10 seed. Come on.
You're not going to be a 10 seed.
Actually, I think the 10 seed here is going to be a play-in. Because I'm looking
Georgia.
now.
I think we're missing one play-in.
Yeah, we are missing
We're missing
play-in.
one play-in. These are probably going to be your last 2 teams. Last 2. And they're doing the gritty. Oh, God.
And this will be a play-in.
Virginia and
Virginia or Arizona State.
Oh.
Oh,
that means if we're looking at this,
that means all 4 of those schools have been totaled. Mississippi State, Stanford, Rice, and Utah.
Oh wow.
Meanwhile, the other teams missing out: BYU, Texas A&M, Kansas, and unfortunately Harvey, North Dakota State is missing out.
I knew they weren't going to put two teams in the same conference in the same bracket. It was
Roy
You were
is
gonna hope
mad
anyway.
about USC being included.
They rarely it for mid or low majors. They rarely give at larges.
Yeah.
Like,
Wait, they made a 4-team lost team sit out?
because I know that happened to Green Bay a few years ago. It happened.
Rice. They made a 5-loss Rice sit out.
Yep.
That's crazy, dude.
In favor of Tennessee.
They were 7. Yeah, they were 17-1.
That's what happens when you
So
lose.
Rice is tasting the same medicine that UTSA got last year, because they were the number 1 seed. They won the American regular season championship by a country mile, and they proceeded to lose to number 9 Rice in last year's tournament. And so UTSA kind of gets revenge this year.
Yeah, because that was their first regular season loss in the American, and then they beat them in the championship. Like,
Committee chair is going to be talked to when they come back from commercial.
okay.
I mean, silver lining, we hosted the WNIT semifinals last year, so we could probably make a run in that tournament, but God, this hurts.
I forgot that exists.
Yeah, it reminds
The
me, the
WNIT.
NIT selection should be out in like 45 minutes.
If A&M is first 4 out, that is worse than the Tennessee inclusion.
Well, I guess it's UCLA or bust on the women's tournament, and I'm not just saying that because of biased opinion, but somebody's got to beat UConn.
I just don't know who would though. Like,
I don't know.
That's a tough call right there.
Yeah, it was.
So there's more angst about the women's side for a couple very obvious reasons, though.
Yeah.
Then there is with the men.
The real tip times.
There's the real tip times. Of course. They're starting with Ohio State and TCU. Come on, really?
So now the real tip times, and I'm going to
See, now you get the real tip
Now
times.
you get to go through.
Now I
again.
get to say what
Good
we
luck,
have.
everybody.
Okay.
Good luck.
So TCU and Ohio State at 12:15 from Greenville on CBS with Ian Eagle, Bill Rafferty, Grant Hill, and Tracy Wolfson. 2:50 p.m. from Greenville will be Siena and Duke with that same crew. That's the other games from Greenville, so that's going to be the evening matchups. On TNT at 6:50 will be VCU in North Carolina. Oh, excuse me, it's North Carolina. Yes, I did the Kenny Omega thing. And at 9:25 on TNT, it's Penn, Illinois.
And meanwhile, Amper is putting up the last 4 totals.
Yep.
Stanford out.
Rice
Both
is
teams
out.
losing in the first round of the ACC tournament. Rice, the men missed it, and the women got upset in the final. Mississippi State got total. Both teams losing in the first round of their tournaments. And last,
oh my God, the Maple Leafs scored again. What the
and Amper is finishing up the last totaled.
Yes.
Why are
It
we
is
losing to a bottom
The men
feeder?
lost in the first round in the Big 12 to Cincinnati. The women losing in the Holy War on the glass court to BYU.
So, okay, going to Oklahoma City, Brandon Gaudin, Chris Webber, and Andy Katz. It's 12:40 on True TV. Troy, Nebraska. At 3:15, it will be McNeese and Vanderbilt. And then Thursday night, their games in Oklahoma City. Oh, they have the late games, and they will be remaining on True TV. That crew. Texas A&M and St. Mary's at 7:35, and at 10:10 it'll be Idaho and Houston. The games in Buffalo on TNT with Brian Anderson, Jim Jackson, and Allie LaForce at 1:30. It'll be South Florida versus Louisville, and at 4:05 North Dakota State versus Michigan State. On Thursday night, we'll have 7:10 on CBS, UMBC and Howard versus Michigan, and at 9:45 St. Louis versus Georgia. And in Portland, Oregon, it is with Brad Nessler, Wally Scherzerback, and Jared Greenberg. At 1:50 on TBS, High Point versus Wisconsin. At 4:25, it will be Hawaii versus Arkansas. And at night at 7:25 on TBS, the winner of Texas NC State will play BYU. And at 10 o'clock, it will be Kennesaw State versus Gonzaga. That's essentially a home game for Gonzaga.
Yep.
And on Friday, from St. Louis, the crew will be Spiro Dedes, Jim Spankerell, and John Rothstein. At 12:15 on CBS, it will be Santa Clara and Kentucky. At 2:50, it will be Tennessee State and Iowa State. On Friday night, from St. Louis, the late games will be Queens, North Carolina, and Purdue. And at 10:10, we've got Missouri and Miami of Florida. From Tampa Bay, Florida, the crew is Tom McCarthy, Candace Parker, Dan Bonner, and AJ Ross. Akron versus Texas Tech at 12:40 on True TV. At 3:15 on True TV, it's Hofstra in Alabama. At night on TNT at 6:50 will be Iowa and Clemson, and the winner of Prairie View Lehigh will play Florida at 9:25. And finally, excuse me, San Diego, tracking it in San Diego, will be Kevin Harlan, Robbie Hummel, Stan Van Gundy, and Lauren Shahadi. At 1:35, we'll have LIU in Arizona. At 4:10, will be Utah State and Villanova. And at night in San Diego at 7:10, it will be University of Northern Iowa versus St. John's and Cal Baptist versus Kansas at 9:45. And the final games of the day and evening from Philadelphia. That crew will be Andrew Catalan, Steve Lapis, and Evan Washburn. At 1:50 p.m. on TBS will be Wright State in Virginia, Miami and Ohio, and SMU. That winner will play Tennessee at 4:25. And the evening games at 7:25 on TBS will be UCF and UCLA, and Furman versus UConn at 10 o'clock. So TBS Philadelphia will be entirely on TBS.
All right. Just getting
for real enough. Now, thank you for the rundown on that.
Yep. Now you can be thanked.
Yeah.
Okay. But now we have trying to get all those in. Southern and Samford. And then we have a 10 matchup. Whoa. And this is in Iowa City. And that is Virginia and Arizona State. There it is.
All right.
So there's a look. We got ourselves a complete bracket. So remember the thing you did earlier, Harvey? Who do we have making out of this pod? UConn.
Seriously, nobody's taking Mississippi State this year?
That's elite ball knowledge, dude. That's elite.
Yeah, Floby, welcome back, Ed. But yeah, UConn, 6 wins away from being 40-0 once again.
Yeah. And remember, Paige Beckers isn't on UConn's team anymore, but no, wait, the draft lottery just happened, so her girlfriend's still on the Huskies because the WNBA draft is after the tournament. So
yeah, it's after, I think.
Yeah, right.
And of course, Dallas won the draft lottery again, so
Bro, what is the city of Dallas doing? They're paying people, bro. They cannot keep getting away with this.
They can't keep getting away with this.
All right. So, like, all right, what are our thoughts on this bracket overall?
Well, I still think UConn. UConn makes the Final Four, even though I could see Ohio State making a good Elite Eight run and possibly giving UConn a run for their money. I don't think anybody's going to stop UConn in this first Fort Worth regional.
At least not until the national championship.
At least not until the national championship. But if anything, I think their toughest opponents are going to be. I still think it's going to be South Carolina.
They're pulling their cogs out.
Their money in 5. Shut up. And I believe between UCLA and Texas, I hate to say it, but I think your Bruins are going to be gone. I think it's going to be UConn and Texas in the national championship.
I can see that. Wait, who has the better record between Texas and South Carolina?
UCLA is going to the Final Four, and everybody.
Hey, I got UCLA in the Final Four. In fact, I can see.
Yeah, it's just they don't make the championship.
Dude,
I could see a sweep of the number ones here, even though Michigan should give whoever makes it into Fort Worth a hard. I can see them giving them a hard time. But I think the one team who will not make it out of their regional, I think it's gonna be tough. I think it's gonna be Louisville.
The third time that the NCAA tournament all number one seeds were in the Final Four in the previous year. The last times that happened were 1984 and 2013. This is for the women.
Yeah, because UCLA was the overall number one.
Yeah.
They were the overall number one last year. Actually, no. Wasn't it like USC?
I thought it was South Carolina last year.
It's got to be the year we get a perfect bracket.
This could be. It could be.
This could be the year. Dude, the women's tournament is so predictable.
But hold on. Actually, I think scratch that. I think North Carolina might have the lowest odds of making it out of their regional.
I think North Carolina has like a really weird situation, don't they? Because they gotta face like Maryland, like if they make it to the third round, and no, Maryland in the second round, and then
it would be Maryland in the second round, right?
They have to face UConn. Yeah, that's gonna be really hard.
But potential Notre Dame and Ohio State matchup in Columbus, that's gonna be fun.
Wait, you play Ohio State?
I could see either team winning this one. I could see either team making it out of Columbus.
Give me a Notre Dame over Ohio State there, honestly. I'm liking it.
Liking the odds of that? I can.
I've heard pretty good things about that Notre Dame team this year. I would
I've heard
go ahead.
Because they were talking about one. They were talking about one player who has gotten like 4 steals. He's gotten like what? I forgot.
Yeah, I think it's their defense that's really good.
Yeah, it's their defense that's really set it apart.
That could be really good for them if they got to face a really, really heavy offensive team.
Wait. Can you go down to the bracket? I just want to see something. Who is playing South Dakota State?
Who's playing South Dakota State? That would be Washington.
Washington. You've got one job, Washington. Beat the ever-living fuck out of the Jackrabbits.
Bend the knee. I want to see you ladies beat Washington. I really want to see it happen.
Sweep the fucking leg.
I want to see salt. I want to see an industrial accident in North Carolina. Dakota, I should say. That's what I want to see.
Oh, Harvey's gone.
Yep, Harvey is gone.
You have rage quit Harvey.
I've rage quit him.
Let's look at any updates on the NIT.
I haven't seen any updates, honestly. But South Carolina. But I could also see some potential upsets happen here. I could see Colorado State taking out Michigan State there. I could even see Idaho take out Oklahoma. Yes, they have a very tough
Seton
environment.
Hall has declined NIT tournaments.
Who has declined?
Seton Hall?
Seton Hall has put out a statement. Our
Seton
men's basketball
Hall
program
is
gave everything to add what was a successful season that included 21 victories, the 9th top 5 finish in the Big East over the last 11 seasons, and the nation's second best win turnaround from last season. After not receiving an NCAA tournament bid, our student athletes and coaches, in conjunction with our administration in school, decided to decline non-NCAA postseason tournament invitations for this year and turn their focus to next season. We congratulate Coach Holloway and his team for a tremendous season, and we thank Seton Hall fans for their support all season long. Our university remains committed to building on this year's success as we prepare for the future.
Seton Hall wasn't even in the bubble, weren't they? If they were,
I think they were next 4 out.
No. Seton Hall was they were literally the last of the next 4 out.
Like they were just the Big East this year was just not up to the standard that it should have been.
No, it wasn't.
It was a really big issue.
Mm-hmm.
I guess
Anyway,
that's
as I
why
was
people
saying,
want like
Washington
St. John.
sweep
to,
the fucking
like-
leg.
No.
Also,
No.
San Diego State turned down a bid as well, so
Yeah, San Diego State, they had a big opportunity, but their only option was to beat Utah State in the final. They couldn't.
Okay. This
which is
bracket
really
right
which
here,
kind of sucks.
this bracket right here, UCLA going to the Final Four.
I see all number 1 seeds making it to
We're
the
not
final.
doing this, bro.
Listen,
No.
I can see UConn and South Carolina, and then UCLA and
Fine,
Texas.
Yeah,
UConn and Texas
UCLA
in the national championship. But I'm gonna have
UCLA is going to be in the Final Four,
UConn at
and the
40
Golden
and 0.
Goddess
they're gonna
is
be
going to
Lucky
be in
number
first.
13.
I don't see it. There's no real opponents standing in UCLA's way, right? There's no.
Let's go over the region.
Yeah.
Go over the region. Number 2 seed LSU. I could totally see them. Duke is also a good one. But yeah, I can see UCLA going on a Elite 8 run. Heck, I can even see Gonzaga taking out Ole Miss in a 12-5 upset.
That's okay. Yeah, that's actually not. That actually isn't too off.
Okay, I know it's the women's tournament, but that just sounds so weird. Gonzaga in a 12-5 upset.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, this is like the West Coast is not that great, and
the West Coast is not that great on the women's side. I think the top seed in that tournament was Loyola Marymount.
That's crazy to think about. Yeah.
And while St. Mary's is usually great men's-wise, St. Mary's on the women's side came in dead last in the West Coast Conference.
Oh.
So, yeah. So, the men's side and the women's side, they're completely different.
Speaking of tournaments, we had some D2 games going on, some tournament games there. I think.
Yeah, I know we had one number 1. I already know we had one number 1 seed get eliminated on the women's side. That's Minnesota State, and they won the national championship like 2 years ago.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wait,
they lost to Minnesota Duluth in the first round.
No, the men.
And they were
Minnesota
hosting,
State?
and they were actually hosting the Central Regional.
No, the Minnesota State won on the men's side like 2 years ago.
Yep. No. It was a sweep. It was actually a sweep.
Oh, it was a sweep? Okay, wow.
It was a sweep because while Minnesota State took out the defending champions that year, Nova Southeastern, on a crazy last-second shot, Minnesota State gave belt to ass to Texas Women's University that year as well. So
congratulations, Minnesota! You've won championships. Wait, they're NCAA Division II?
Yep. And by the way, that number 8 seed that defeated them, Minnesota Duluth, they're in the they're actually in the regional final.
Where the heck is this? Why is it not showing?
And we already had one. Let's see, we had 2 number 1 seeds go out in the second round. Southern Connecticut.
Oh, what a play in the World Baseball Classic!
Southern Connecticut and Lincoln Memorial. Those two number 1 seeds are out.
Going on in a World Baseball Classic.
What do we have in the World Baseball Classic? What do we have?
Tell us.
Aaron Judge just threw wait, tell me or tell us or. Well, anyway, Aaron, there was a fly ball by the wall, and Aaron Judge
By the way, I can
took
hear your
it,
TV,
threw
by
it
the
to
way.
third base, and got a Dominican player out.
I can hear your TV, by the way. It's faint, but I could hear it.
Sorry.
You're good. But yeah, looking at this bracket in full detail, I see nobody coming out of Storrs, Connecticut other than UConn. Maryland, I think, has a better chance of making it out of Chapel Hill. But Ohio State and Notre Dame, that's going to be a second round matchup for the ages. Vanderbilt, I could see them making it out of Nashville.
Hey, yo, what did you say, Doc? What did you say? Don't think
Vanderbilt, I
can
see them making it out in Nashville. Making it out of Nashville. There. That's what I said. You always misinterpret everything I say. But Columbia, I see South Carolina and South Carolina only, even though I would love to see the Palmetto Bowl on the court. I want to see it.
Okay. You can either have one or two things. You can either have the Palmetto Bowl in basketball, or South Carolina versus Southern California in the Battle of Cox versus Trojans.
Or USC for all you normal, non-horny people.
I beat you over the top of the head with this here flashlight, because I need to interrogate you as to why you thought this was a good idea.
What?
I thought they were doing.
What is it with you? What is it with you?
Okay.
You leave those jokes at Chisel Adonis. But I could totally see some upsets happening in Norman. I would love to see some upsets in Norman.
Yeah,
it's
very rare.
Beat South Dakota State.
I can totally see.
I think they could do it.
But South Dakota State, I could see them beating Washington. Unfortunately for you, I don't have them making it. I don't have them making it out of Fort Worth. I have TCU. As for Iowa, because last year they suffered a massive upset in the second round. I don't think it's going to happen this year.
Okay, well, I'm not exactly sure who was the first 4 out because they didn't say it yet for the women, but when we find that out, we'll probably
From
say
Charlie Krem, it's BYU, Texas A&M, Utah, and Mississippi State.
Where's that? Where was that posted?
It's on women's bracketology, but I'm trying to see the first. I haven't.
Did they just say that? Where?
I have it right here.
Wait, they just put it up?
No, they haven't put up any first 4 out.
Oh, where's this from?
But this is from the women's bracketology site.
Oh, so that's not like official then.
No, it's not official, but I
Alright,
believe
that's
that
predicted.
is your first. I believe that is your first 4 out for the women.
Wow.
I mean, last 4 in.
There.
Richmond's in the play-ins, right? Nebraska, Arizona State.
Dude, right there, next 4 out. I don't see how you leave North Dakota State out when all 3 teams they lost to made the field. The 4 teams we lost to, technically 3, were Gonzaga, Nebraska, and South Dakota State twice. All of them made the field. How in the hell did we not get in?
Because you had 4 other losses?
Yeah, you had 4 other losses, dude.
No, those were only
Plus
4
you ended
losses
up-
of the year.
Oh, okay.
Plus, you're already on
Well, you
thin
played the
ice,
Summit
knowing
League.
you
That's the
had to
problem
beat
here.
the powerhouse of South Dakota State.
If South Dakota State can only get an 11 seed from a conference championship, where's North Dakota State going to be?
Plus, a couple weeks ago, we had the second longest winning streak in the country, right behind. Oh yeah, UConn. We
What
got
was your net
Miami of
rating?
Ohio.
What was your net
no,
rating there?
No. Miami of Ohio actually made it. We were the Miami of Ohio in this situation. We were worse than Miami of Ohio in this situation. And the United States scored a home run. That's what we're fucking talking about.
Oh, you guys were 47 to net. Okay, so that would have been. That's
And
actually
we already talked about the women. We already talked about the men having their fair share of upsets for the conference tournaments. The women had plenty of them as well. Like, not in the America East. That was Vermont.
You
But
do
of
have
course,
a quad 3
there
loss.
is Rice.
Rice.
I guess that would do it. You have a
17-1.
quad 3 loss. That's probably why.
Yeah, quad 3 loss. That could definitely. That definitely would.
And you played what,
broken
4
the gym.
total matches in quad 2 and 1. You did get a quad 1 win, but you lost the other one.
Yeah, hold on.
Again, I don't know how it works there, so.
At least Miami was able to take advantage of their schedule, at least until the conference tournament rolled around. But they still went 31-0.
Yeah.
There's no way they were missing out.
Wait, does the United States really have the World Series trophy in their dugout?
Bro.
What
Really?
the
Well,
heck?
from Los Angeles.
That's crazy, bro. That's true.
Of course they did.
Who from the
But
Dodgers brought
Eastern
that?
Kentucky was
They are-
another top seed that went one and done in the Atlantic Sun.
Yeah. Oh, can't wait for
Austin
the
P
upset
almost
on
ran the
that.
table.
UConn, obviously.
UConn,
Idaho.
Idaho were the number 1 seeds. High
High Point, obviously.
again.
Made it through.
This is not a typo.
Wait, what seed did Idaho get?
TCU did lose, but they still got a respectable seed out of it.
Yeah, not bad.
They're still hosted a regional in Fort Worth.
Yeah, I think if you host a regional, yeah, you're good.
UC
Oh,
Irvine ousted
Irvine.
by Hawaii in overtime.
You think Irvine has gotten really unlucky in the past couple of years because they were really good in the men's side last
Yeah,
year,
they've
but
been good on the men's
they had like
side.
a loss against they lost against UC Riverside, I think, and that was what knocked them out of at large, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. But Charleston, of course.
Charleston, all good.
Frickin' Louisiana Tech being in the finals in both the men and the women and losing.
Whoa, I'm going back to hockey now to do some more totalings. Number 1 Providence in the Hockey East got eliminated in the quarterfinals in overtime to number 8 Merrimack.
Yeah, I think I remember.
I need to check that
I
real
think I
quick.
do remember seeing that.
It's UMass and Merrimack, UConn and Boston College. Those
Wait,
are
actually
your
won a game.
semifinals.
But
Wait, we
Green
won a
Bay,
game,
of
bro?
course,
That's crazy.
number one. Princeton
Who?
went number 1. And Quinnipiac and Fairfield, that was a matchup between two Titans. Fairfield was ranked. Was the one out of the two that was
Wait, what's
ranked.
Merrimack's rank?
But Fairfield and Miami, at least one number 1 seeded Miami of Ohio team.
Oh god, we're gonna get. I hope UMass wins against Merrimack, but we're gonna get destroyed, and whoever wins the other match.
And Howard, of course, sweeping as both number 1 seeds in the MEAC tournaments. Murray State didn't have any trouble. This one.
Yeah.
Because holy hell. San Diego State got ousted by frickin' Air Force of all teams.
It's like like the Drake over Belmont one. Equivalent at least.
Except this one for Air Force, they almost went all the way before losing to Colorado State. NEC, no issues there. OVC, no issues. Frickin' Navy was the number 1 seed in both tournaments in the Patriot League, and they get ousted.
Yeah, I couldn't get it done.
Finals.
Unfortunate for them.
Navy!
Not the Navy!
Not the Navy!
Whoa,
Wait,
another
wait,
8 over 1 upset. In
wait.
ECAC, Clarkson swept number 1 Quinnipiac in 2 games.
Quinnipiac is out. Whoa.
Quinnipiac.
Wait.
Goodbye.
Wait. Speaking of SpongeBob, since we did the Not the Navy, what was that NHL clip? Like, the NHL player safety is like, you can kill someone and only get fined $5,000.
NHL player safety, where our motto is, you could literally fucking kill someone and you'd only have to pay $5,000.
That one.
That's the one.
But Texas and South Carolina, that was a matchup
Another
between
homer
two
tune up
potential
in
number 1
U.S.
seeds. Between two potential number 1 seeds. So there's that. Chattanooga, Hewlett, the only team with a losing record across the men and the women in. Actually, no. Never mind. It was Prairie View A&M. But still. Frickin' Samford, the number 6 seed. The only team in the women's side with a losing record in.
Yeah, I saw Flobby. I saw it's 2-1.
Then Stephen F.
Watching the
Austin
game
prevents a podium sweep from McNeese. It prevents Stephen F. Austin from being totaled altogether.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, we're in the men's tournament. That's good.
That's all good.
I mean, we'll get to.
Hey, at least you have an
host
actual team in the tournament. I'll take it, man.
Yeah, we have an actual team on the tournament. Plus, we're probably going to host another WNIT game. So, yeah.
That's all good. UMass basketball becomes relevant for the first time in like 12 years for like one day. That's all we're gonna get for another like 15
here's
years.
James Madison. James
Oh, yeah,
Madison,
they ran
taking the
that.
number 4 seed. Taking it as the number 4 seed.
Southern.
Southern.
Oh boy, guess what, Duck? For the Big Ten Conference Championship,
It's Michigan and Ohio State.
The game.
The
Trademark.
game.
The game.
Dude,
Incredible.
that is literally Ohio State, Michigan, and hockey is literally going to be the NHL policy SpongeBob Club again.
Yeah, all over.
Move on. But Alabama and A&M, they got taken out. And Southern taking the spot. Speaking of Loyola Marymount, this is your West. We were talking about Loyola Marymount earlier. This is your West Coast Conference for the women.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
That's truly
Actually,
a
no.
conference.
St. Mary's wasn't in dead last, by the way. It was Seattle. But still, St. Mary's don't have a strong women's team. But Loyola Marymount, they got ousted by a team that's going to be going to the back to the Pac-12 this year, next year.
Dude, that's literally the Pac-12 championship.
That's the Pac-12 championship game right there as Gonzaga's going. And California Baptist, no issues as number 1. Meanwhile, they're just going over the whole thing.
All right, so.
But there it is.
Anything else we got?
Well, going over this one more time.
And now from hockey,
UConn.
the schools. Okay, and
UConn.
tips. So tips for the first 4.
UConn.
Okay, tips for first 4 for the men. 640 UMBC and Howard with Jordan Kent, Jim Spankerell, and Jenny Dell. Kent, Spankerell, and Dell will also do Wednesday night's Prairie View and Lehigh at 640, and Miami of Ohio versus SMU at 9:15. But the 9:15 game on True TV, Texas and NC State, is with Brian Anderson, Charles Barkley, Dick Vitale, and Jenny Dell. So in hockey,
big old winning in San Antonio.
Totalings: Boston University totaled, Maine totaled, Colgate totaled, Harvard totaled, Union has been totaled, and Michigan State is totaled. Michigan Tech, I'm not doing it just yet, but they are most likely totaled. Robert Morris is totaled. Holy Cross is totaled. So because of stuff happening in whatever conference has Minnesota State, St. Thomas, and Augustana, that's going to come down to Selection Sunday next week. All right, I'm heading out. I'll see you guys later.
All right, see you.
All right.
Bye, Ben Shapiro. She didn't even know they called her Ben Shapiro when she left.
Charlotte, how you doing? Hi, how are you? I'm doing all right. Welcome in, welcome in. So, one last look at the women's bracket. Again, we don't know what time the Fort Worth games are going to be. We won't. They're going to release them once the Sweet 16 rolls around. I still have UConn. But I have, I think, about 1 or 2 of hosts not making it into the. One of those is being North Carolina, because I think Maryland might have a chance. I think Murray State might actually have a chance as well. And 90Q was talking about this one earlier. Notre Dame and Ohio State, a second-round matchup. I so want it to happen. That actually would be a very, very decent one.
Yeah.
You hope Troy
Ohio...
wins the whole thing and
Listen, there's a vision. A vision is forming about if Troy could be a Cinderella team. There's a vision coming.
Yeah. Didn't your mom say that Troy could be a potential?
That's what she said. I don't
know.
I don't know about that, but that's what
I
she
don't
said.
know. I mean,
they would have to go against Nebraska
because Nebraska is the only power conference member for the men who has not won a tournament game.
And he did beat a very hot Georgia Southern team. That's what Troy has coming for them. Not really sure what else though.
Because Georgia Southern almost ran the table by going 6 wins in 6 days, but it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
It wasn't meant to be for them. And I could see Vanderbilt getting out of Nashville. As for this, South Carolina. I think Norman is going to see another one of its hosts go. It's going to see its hosts get eliminated. In fact, I think this is the only region where a double-digit seed can come out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, TCU, I could see it, and I also see South Dakota State taking out Washington. I'm sorry.
You motherfucker.
Well, I'm evil. Oh, I'm evil. But
almost nothing's favoring Troy here.
But then Iowa, I can see them in and out. But South Carolina and Iowa, that would be a very high-powered matchup. I would love to see that. But over here on the women's side for UCLA, I can see a 12-5 upset
all the way
for Gonzaga. But I can, and I was kind of excited to see what Green Bay could do, but you have to go up against Minnesota in Minneapolis. That's gonna be
It's
tough.
really tough to get a 13-4 upset here.
Yeah,
very, very tough.
But Duke, I could see them as the weaker of the number 3 seeds, with how they almost lost to teams like Louisville, because that was a very decent game over there in Greenville. But I still see Duke making it out of this region. And then LSU, number 2. I think number 1 and number 2, UCLA and LSU in this one.
All right.
Texas. And Texas. West Virginia. I could see a 12-5 upset happen here with James Madison. But I have them losing to West Virginia. Louisville, I have them making it out. I know I talked about them potentially missing earlier, but I don't see it happening. As for Ann Arbor, Michigan easily. Michigan.
Being close.
And then I see Texas. So,
all right.
I have 4 number 1 seeds in the Final Four.
That's probably a safe bet. That's probably a safe bet.
I have UConn and Texas. UConn winning it all. No. Yes.
UCLA is going to be in the national championship.
Yes.
Goddess will be at the
You
game.
will see Texas in the championship, and you will like it. Nobody cares about your obsession with Elisa Leo.
The Queen.
I'm not disrespecting the Queen. I'm saying nobody cares about your utmost respect for the Queen.
Honestly, like,
yeah,
I would say all number 1 seeds too. India.
It's all because of one person as well.
Honestly, all number 1 seeds in the Final Four, but give me Michigan instead of Texas in the.
Michigan instead of Texas. Is that the only 2 seed you have making it out? Is that the only number 2 seed you have in the Final Four?
No, that was just in the Final Four.
Oh.
I would say it would be kind of surprising if not all the number 2 seeds made it to the Elite 8. That would be a bit of a space there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think we don't get
Ohio
all
State
number 1.
and Vanderbilt.
I hope we don't get an all number 1 seed Final Four here, but I think it will still happen.
Yeah, probably.
But we'll see.
I think the most interesting match will probably be Ohio State and Vanderbilt if they get to the Sweet 16.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I think I'm going to head out and fill out my brackets to do the prediction.
Yep, I'm about to do the...
Okay, Floby, you could say that
same
to
thing
literally
here.
everyone in America right now.
Oh, are you going to
literally
fill your
say
bracket
that
out
to
right
everyone in
now?
America right
On
now.
live?
No, not live. I'll do a separate video for that.
I get it.
But
wait, are you
it's
going
gonna
live
be-
tomorrow?
I am going live tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just describing what I see out of both the men and the women's brackets. So
I see. I was wondering what
But-
time because I thought it was going to be like.
for the live prediction show, I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna have it as a call-in show. Basically, it's gonna start at 7, and hopefully we can end the stream at like around 10 or 11 tomorrow.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah.
That is fair
Look,
enough.
she's great. Don't get me wrong, but you need to chill. I agree with Floby. You do need to chill.
True. All right, NIT
Look,
bracket reveal in 5 minutes.
as long as nobody brings up what you or DJ brought up, everything's gonna be fine. So just don't bring up any sus shit.
All right.
Harvey, you know what you
Let's
remind
go
me
ahead
of?
and
Like
go.
the SpongeBob gif. Yeah.
What?
What, Doc? You were saying something?
No, I was about to
No.
say we could cut it off here.
Oh, all right. I was about to do like NIT bracket, but
Oh, you do it. No, you can go ahead.
Like 5 minutes.
Are we doing the?
Yeah.
Are they
Whenever-
releasing the WBIT or WNIT?
I have zero idea. I have no idea on the WBIT.
Bro, Floby,
That's
okay.
gonna be it, yeah.
Look, we've made fun of Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, but I'm not going to do that with UCLA. I'm not.
See,
That
WNIT.
is where
Oh my
I draw the
gosh.
line.
Please.
What?
Is that line made of washable chalk?
What?
I am not going to say anything about UCLA. I'm not going to say anything bad about UCLA. I'm not. And Floppy, don't you dare during the tournament say anything sus.
Bobby doesn't even come in the StreamYard anymore. There's nothing you can say. All you have to do
No,
is
he
just not
doesn't.
read his chats.
Okay, so
All you gotta do is just not read it.
yeah, don't read it if it's concerning to you. But let's go ahead and go over the NIT bracket, even though it stands for not in tournament.
The NIT, you know that stands for not in tournament.
You better
right?
enjoy it. This might be the last ever NIT they ever do.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
this
know.
might be the last ever NIT though.
I
Are
hope
they
it's not. I don't think
revealing
the NIT will ever.
Or they don't
happen,
reveal
but-
it. Well, they don't reveal it yet. But we already have our WBIT tournament.
Oh, that got released already? Okay, sure.
Yep, it
go
got
for
released already.
Dude, DJ is
Okay,
not
let's
going to
see
say
it.
anything either.
What?
DJ better not say
Here we
anything
go.
either because
Top
I'm not going to say
seed.
anything.
The top,
You're not going to say
one of the
anything.
top seeds
DJ's
in the
not gonna say anything.
WBIT is BYU, and they'll be taking on Alabama A&M.
All right.
Tennessee. And they
Is
will
this
be
also
Nobody
32
hosting.
cares about the
teams?
NIT, so I'm going to head out. So,
All right,
bye, guys.
See ya.
See ya, Harvey.
Meanwhile, Seton Hall will be hosting the 4-seeded Missouri. They're not able to host. Number 3, George Mason will take on Quinnipiac. Stanford will be hosting Loyola Marymount. That's number 2 seed in that top right, top left quadrant. In the bottom left quadrant, you have number 1 seed at Texas A&M hosting McNeese. Number 4, San Diego State hosting UC Irvine. Number 3, Rice hosting Louisiana Tech. And number 2, Kansas hosting Troy. Now we move over to the other side, the top right of the bracket. The top seed, North Dakota State, is hosting Chattanooga. Number 4, Columbia is hosting St. John's. Number 3, California is hosting Santa Clara. Number 2, Kansas State is hosting Georgia Tech. And an interesting start for the bottom right quadrant. Eastern Kentucky is going to host number 1, Utah. Yeah, Utah is not able to host. Number 4, Harvard will be hosting Navy. Oregon State is going to be hosting number 3, Wisconsin. And Miami is going to host Georgia Southern. Miami, Florida.
Cool. Did Rice decline? Did Rice decline a tournament? I didn't hear their
I think
name.
Rice must have declined.
Speaking of teams declining, I found Indiana and Florida State are not going to be going to the NIT. I think Indiana was kind of obvious. I didn't know about Florida State though.
Yeah.
Let's see what.
So out of the 31 conference tournaments, 15 have had number 1 seeds lose.
15 what? All right, it's 9:30. Let's see what the NIT has to show
9:30.
us. So,
Meanwhile,
so
top hat
last time we
Whale is
checked
happy.
on that. Last time we checked on that, I think Navy. It was like Navy and South Alabama were invited and they got in as at largest, and then Stephen F. Austin and UNC Wilmington are in. You won't see West Virginia or Cincinnati since they're contractually
No.
obliged to decline. We could probably see a team like Tulsa though, or Tulsa, Seton Hall. Wait, no, Seton Hall's not declined. Belmont, I think declined. Big West. Pacific wouldn't be a bad team. I would say Pacific could probably get in. I'm not really too sure where they announced this. I think it's like on their social media, but I'm not really too sure yet. Who we're working with.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to refresh. Didn't they say they would release it?
Yeah, at 9:30. It just says on their social channels though, which like, what does that mean? Hey.
I'm trying to find them. I'm excited to see who Duck has to win it all on the men's side. Yeah, I'll release it very shortly.
Huh?
I'll talk about it tomorrow. The NIT. Are they on Twitter?
Man, no wonder they're going under. I can't. Oh, there we go. 13 seconds. Here we have our bracket. We have our bracket on Twitter. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's spicy.
Oh, it's looking good. There we go. So,
all right. You want to kick this off? Kick it off.
Yep. So our Winston-Salem region, your top seed is Wake Forest, and they will be hosting Navy. Number 4 is Illinois State, and they will be hosting Kent is not a state. Number 3 seed is Yale. They'll be hosting UNC Wilmington. Bradley is going to be hosting number 2 seeded Dayton. And for the Tulsa regional.
The asterisk is the host.
Yeah, the asterisks include
the date.
The asterisk, the host institution.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, Tulsa region now.
The Tulsa regional. Number 1 is Tulsa. They'll be hosting Stephen F. Austin. Number 4 seeded UC Irvine will host UNLV. Number 3, Wichita State will host Wyoming. And 2 seeded Oklahoma State will host Davidson. In Auburn, right. Of course, the number 1 seed is Auburn. They'll be hosting South Alabama. Seattle will host St. Thomas. Seattle's the number 4 seed. Number 3 seed is George Mason. They'll be hosting Liberty. And number 2 seed in Nevada will host Murray State. Now to the Albuquerque region. In the pit, the top seed is New Mexico. They will host Sam Houston. Number 4, Utah Valley will host George Washington. Number 3, Colorado State will host St. Joseph's. And number 2, California will host UIC, which is Illinois Chicago.
Yeah. That's a pretty solid field, not gonna lie.
That's not a bad field at all.
Who got left out or at least declined? I noticed. Oh yeah, no, Tulsa's in there.
Now, Tulsa's in.
Did I see New Mexico? I did not see them in here.
Yeah, New Mexico. New Mexico's hosting. They're number 1.
Oh, okay. So New Mexico's in. Cincinnati declined. Baylor? Where was Baylor at?
Baylor, I think, declined themselves.
I don't see them.
Which one were you asking for?
I was asking for Baylor.
Baylor.
They're number 50 in the net.
I do not see Baylor.
Okay, I guess they decline. I guess it's expected because a lot of those power teams decline now.
Yeah.
Which is very weird because the format now is literally supposed to benefit them, and they still go ahead and not do it. Oh, they're probably waiting for the college basketball crown. That's probably why.
Yeah.
That's probably why, because that's when all of those teams get in. Did Boise State get in? Where are
Boise
they?
State? Not sure. I do not see Boise State. So no.
That rats. That's kind of big because they listen.
Right.
I know they lost to like some Hawaii team forever ago, but yeah, that's a bit disappointing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Well,
I think that's it. Call it there.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here now that we have our tournaments. I don't think they're going to reveal the college basketball crown just yet.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit. All right, I'll see you later, man.
Yep, I'll see you.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yep. See you then, IDQ. But let's go ahead and we'll call it here. Oh no. What did you see? What did you see, Floby? But so what a day. What a day of college basketball that we had. So I'm pretty satisfied with where Akron's at. I'll be recording my bracket predictions very, very shortly. But I will see you guys very, very soon. Thank you guys again for watching this 2-part stream today. Please feel free to leave a like, leave a nice comment, share this with your friends, and of course, subscribe to the Red Rubber Duckwind All Sports Network. I will see you guys tomorrow for our prediction special. And on Tuesday, we got our first 4 games. We got the start of our first 4 games on Tuesday. I can't wait for those. Thank you guys again for watching. Till we meet again, I will see you all in the next video. Take care, guys.